day, right? So we are doing our thing. We are more or less in the middle of well, we just passed the middle of the week. So we're on Tuesday today, and tomorrow is Friday. Friday, yeah. So we're gonna do our thing. We have our naughty corner coming up at 10 o'clock, and we have some interesting things going on in the public domain. I must say, that's not. Let me take. All right, people. Sorry about that. That was my co-host, and I had to take that call there. Right. So to all the guys and them on the radio station, ground report wait, this under the radar, over the radar, all over, all the different programs, and especially Heavy and David, and so that's a really interesting topic. I was listening to them yesterday evening, so I was on his program yesterday, talking about the evolving of the how to put it, the concept of the PH issue. So that's an issue that's ongoing. We have made a commitment to go and see the transport commissioner. So I don't know if we could get that going. Whatever the case will be, we let's go with the flow, right? Today is a very interesting day. Mexico versus South Africa kickoff. Yeah, a big World Cup going on. Some things going on behind the scenes, and we'll get into that as we go along. I especially like the piece on the Iran team and how they're getting into the US and who do want to play here and who do want to play there and whatever. So that is going to be a very interesting scenario. But I have a clip here to play because I was wowed by this clip here in Parliament yesterday. I was listening to John Jeremy and he was wow. Wow, that's all I could say, right? Let me take this call. Hello, good day. Morning. That's on. Hello? Hello? Oh, I'm there. Hello?
Yes, are you hearing me?
Right, go ahead.
Right. Mr. X and His Excellency, thank you for letting me in. I wanted to get in on the act.
Already? Already you want to get in on the act?
Yeah.
We talked up yet, we want to get in?
Reprehensible that FIFA could not have made accommodation for me as a citizen of this 1.4 million nation that they put on my public television and see the World Cup football.
They don't have no money. They don't have no money.
No, I find that really
They don't
bad.
have no money.
You're supposed to try and accommodate nations like me.
They don't have no money. Where want them to get the money from? You go and pay for it now?
No, I find that really reprehensible.
World Cup football. If they don't have no money, they can't bring no broadcast. They don't have no money to pay for that.
FIFA fees cannot be so exorbitant that the television station can't pay for it. That's bad. Right? So that's what I wanted to say.
All right.
Morning so far.
All right.
Yeah, man.
All right, buddy.
Let
Morning, Stephan.
me see that paper. We're talking about the scene with the
No World Cup.
No World Cup. None of these
They have
stations.
no money. They have no money to pay for it.
Rushport bringing it.
Who?
Rushport.
Rushport?
Because you had to order that. I did an interview with the CEO last week Friday. They have the rights to it.
So they are the right.
Rush Sports have the rights to it.
So they are the rights, and TV6 of them don't.
Nah, they couldn't pay for the rights. They couldn't afford it. It appears that they couldn't afford it. But Rush Sports have the rights to the World Cup games. They're going to be bringing all the World Cup games. But as opposed to a CNC3 or TV6, which you will get for free. Right.
You had to pay for
You had to pay to take out Rush Sports. I don't know what I don't know what that fee is. Or do like me, get a Fire Stick.
Get a Fire
I have a Fire Stick, me have no problem.
All right. right.
So we'll be taking some calls on that. World Cup action in the air, you know.
Well,
We know it had all kind of bacchanal in the parliament yesterday, but we got to deal with that at that time. And we also have an interview this morning, eh? You didn't get the information?
No.
How nobody don't send you nothing, boy? Nobody don't like you?
Nobody don't.
Dr. Stanley Augustus?
Nobody
Nah,
don't
man.
like me. They don't like me. They doesn't like me.
Don't do me that, man.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, the cyclists, and them coming in. They have an event coming up. Go ahead. They have a WhatsApp call coming through there. Yeah. Let me see if I could find this.
Morning. Hello?
Buenos dias. Ole, 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 ole. World Cup is today. And I can hardly wait till they play the national anthem. Jose, can you see? Oh, looking forward to the World Cup from start to finish. Waiting.
You just so you come in there, but you know the name him Baby Trump.
Just so you know, it's Baby Trump, yeah, Baby Trump there, Baby Trump, yeah.
All right.
Hey, and one more thing. Anybody back in you can't back two teams there. If you're back in France or you're back in you're back in Mexico, you can't back one of those teams because guess what? The USA is either first or second generation Mexican. And Africa is France.
Either unrepentant Portugal man. No, Portugal or Holland.
There's my guy.
Yeah,
yes, right.
I'm going down with them.
Portugal. And who is the dark horse? Who is the dark horse? It rhymes with Ole.
Who's the Mexico?
Nah.
Who?
Ole.
Nah.
Ole? Who that?
Ole's a
USA. Dark horse.
Look, man, rocks over the United States of America. Look, take you off. America. Look down.
Hey. In cricket. England is still the top.
Of course.
Brazil is still the top. I mean,
I wouldn't say Brazil
embarrassed by Germany.
I wouldn't say Brazil is top.
Brazil lost this
right,
thing.
I was saying the world has now become the global village, fellas. Them fellas playing in England, them fellas playing in Europe.
Win, lose or draw, I go down with Portugal. That is my team. Portugal.
Yeah, that is my team.
And secondly, Netherlands.
Netherlands?
Them getting?
Yeah, Holland inside.
Them are my two teams.
No. You can't say Netherlands. Netherlands rhyme too closely to Neverland. Never. Nah.
Now, let me tell you, this is England World Cup to lose. I'll tell you no, listen.
You have a point here.
This England World Cup to lose. If England don't win this World Cup, they in our World Cup to win for years to come.
Well, they say the same thing about
just like you're doing cricket.
They say the same thing about Knicks. Knicks do nothing.
Hello.
Knicks win.
Yeah, but New York,
New York
today. The Knicks come back from 29 point trailing 29 points last night, you know, to come back and win the game, you know.
I have some licks for you later. I need to have some licks for you on that thing. This jumbie thing you're coming with about the man turn up there and they lose and now he wasn't there and they win. That jumbie thing.
But I just saying, you know, I would not go. All I saying is I would not go if I was him. I would not go.
No, but I agree. I agree with Stephen. What's his name?
It's too much congestion. Too much congestion.
Yes, exactly. I would be vexed too.
Of course.
Yeah. All right, fellas.
All right. No scene.
Later.
Yeah, but this is England's World Cup to lose, whether you like it or not. That English team real deep, and the difference is Thomas Tuchel. Right?
Go look at them line and them light.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Take call, man.
Hello, good day. Morning.
Yeah, morning. Nice program. I want to say, and I'm saying this, last night I listened to that debate, and this government is on the right track. And I just want to tell you, Honorable Prime Minister, well done. Forget PNM and the bacchanal and the thing. They have all the answers for the country's problem. This country is a very lawless place. And it's in the black communities, most of the lawlessness, where the PNM in control, Cocorit Mova, they go marching up in all them areas. And it's a fact. And we have to clean up the country. And I am saying, kudos to the government last night in extending this, what they call it, SOE. And people must know that those studies, Gonzalez and them, he was Minister of National Security, he was a failure. All of them was failures. And now they have all the answers. They can fool some of the people, but they can't fool all the people all the time. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Just on that, you heard the AG last night, right?
No, we'll get him. Have him here.
You have him there?
Yeah.
They should have speed it up, you know. He just walk, he just talk like a snail.
He talk like a snail in truth. Hello, good day.
Good morning, Stephan and Mr X. Let me give you all a little bit of an experience I had with World Cup. When Germany had won, how much years back? The last time they had won, right?
Yeah, that was a couple World Cups ago, yeah.
Right. It was Shakers on the Avenue. Stephan, I walk into Shakers with everybody in the Argentina jersey and I in my Germany jersey. I alone walking Shakers. That year, Germany won. And listen, if you see Bacchanal in Saturday, people actually curse me out, you know.
Well, it is what it is.
They take it very serious, you know.
Serious people take that
I
football,
got
you know.
in Scotland. I got taste
let
it
me
in
tell
Scotland.
you.
Why them different over there, no?
In Shakers, and I'm telling you this from experience. I had to walk, God take me to the back to pick me out to the side, you know, because people was real vexed, you know. I tell you, when I walk in there, everybody has an Argentina jersey because that year they wanted Argentina to win so badly, and Germany beat them. And let me tell you now, hey, people don't play with a football, boy. They don't well back.
No, they're very serious
So
thing.
that's my experience, yeah.
All right, thanks.
All right.
Guys.
Yeah.
You know, Argentina no black people.
No, I want to say this on
And she
air, but-
mentioned Argentina,
I
no,
want
boy.
to say this on air, but I don't have to say it. But
Every other South
there are no
American
black people.
country.
There are no black people. There are no black people.
All
Like,
right.
point out.
I
They
don't know, I guess
recognize
answer
nobody
that,
black
but you
over
know what I
there.
mean?
Look at it. I one of the
Go ahead. That won't drop. You lost that
one
one.
of the funniest things
Yeah, man.
in football.
Morning.
Look at it.
Yeah, fellas, morning. Today's World Cup, by
World Cup today.
World Cup, by now watching the ESPN 5 top teams, by Spain, France, Argentina, England, and Brazil, by.
What Brazil won?
They are Brazil in our top 5, boy.
Yeah, the ESPN pub that.
All right.
But Stephan,
Uh-huh.
want the YouTube show this morning, by it cut off and never come back on, by.
YouTube give it some trouble
They
this
strike me. No, they strike me down.
Boy, I feel as that fella they call Dark Cloud will be calling you.
The permit. No, it isn't that. This morning we showed the video with the fella, brandishing the firearm down in South.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
And
right.
apparently, this stupid guideline that YouTube have, right, is that you cannot live stream somebody with a gun.
Like that. No, but Wi-Fi and strange.
But
boy,
I
that
could
is,
go on the
they-
range and shoot off a gun and then post it to YouTube. No
but
problem.
What I find strange about that is they would ban that, right, and block you. But they will show a video with 2 man kissing. They're nasty.
Well, it is what it is.
Two-man kissing is not illegal.
But it is what it is.
Two-man kissing is not illegal.
No, it had nothing to do with the illegality. It had to do with,
With what? With what?
with the guidelines and what is acceptable.
Well, that should not be unacceptable. It is what it is. And almost every movie that.
You ever feel like a man?
No, but
Me
that's
neither.
the point.
Exactly. Morning.
Look at it.
Yeah, morning.
Good morning.
Caller will calling just now and endorsing Tori and Jimmy. I want him to ask. I want to ask this question: If 5, 6, 7, 9, and 20, wherever, if they still exist, well then we are making sense. And all who calling for curfew, if 5 and 6 and them fellas and them still operating, they may get dismantled. They ain't seize the guns, they ain't nothing, and they still operating. Well, then it makes no sense. And for the football, as for Argentina, I wouldn't support Argentina for a mango picking competition. There are people on the street, I'm not supporting them for nothing. And who, if you're black and you're supporting Argentina, something wrong with you. Thank you.
Lord Father.
Now, I really can't support them
God.
because of that.
Yeah, that history.
Because of that history.
Yeah.
Because they have had no real black players
No.
in the last.
Black people don't exist in Argentina, boy.
I'm gonna say the last
Black
10 years.
black people don't exist in Argentina.
Yeah, boy.
I rate Messi as the best ever.
Right. Yeah.
Right? I don't think the world has seen anything like Lionel Messi. I don't get involved in the whole ethnic thing and race thing when it comes to a man, pure skill and ability.
Yeah.
So, but it is what it is. Boy, take call, man.
Press the call. Hello, good day.
Woy.
Hello, good day.
Morning.
Use the male voice. Hello,
Yeah,
good
hello,
day.
morning.
Yes,
morning.
Yeah, well, we're going to have a repeat champion for this year. This World Cup.
How so?
Argentina.
You think Argentina can win the World Cup again?
How you mean?
With who?
We still have him there. We still had the goat there.
Yeah, but the goat about
Until he
4 games
retire.
away from our walking stick, you know. I mean,
Don't study that. Don't study that.
Don't study that. All right.
When time comes. When
Messi
time
boy,
comes.
all your
When
real
time
confidence. All your real confidence.
When time comes. Anyway, I want
Yeah,
to
man.
find out something from all you. I want to ask all you some questions, right? Well, call some names and all you. And when I ask all these questions, only tell me about them now. Keith Scotland, Curry Marcel, Fitzgerald Hines, Dana Cox, Keith Scotland, Nyan Gatsby Dolly. What's the next name? Colin and Boots.
What you want me to
When
say?
it had all the crime going on, where was these fellas' mouth? There was the representative for certain areas in
yes.
Trinidad and Tobago, right?
Yes.
And they was in government.
Well, not Curry.
Where were they mouth?
Not Curry, man. Not Curry.
Not Curry Marcel.
Yeah. Well, take you out for the while, but you understand. Donna Cox, Fitzgerald Hines, these fellas.
They were all there,
Where
they
the
said
mouth
nothing,
was
they
when
did
the crime
nothing.
situation was high.
Yeah. I see Marvin Gonzalez
You
and all
understand?
calling for he's calling for a clear anti-crime plan. But what was the anti-crime plan?
When he was Minister of National Security.
Well, oh God, he was only there for he was there the same amount of time that Stuart Young was Prime Minister. So we can't hold him. We can't hold him accountable for that. But he was in the government, you know what I mean, under 600 and something dollars. So yeah.
I understand.
Cool man, no scene. And I see here tax-free pension income, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello, good day.
Tax-free.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning. Go ahead.
Boy, that last night I wake up till 12:30, almost 12:30. So what that debate go right from 7:30.
No, real people just sit down and watch that, you know.
Real exciting, boy. And I could tell you something. If ever you are in those about this Prime Minister, get all out your mind. I'll be rebunking against Penny. Talk real good and put good facts.
I want to make them one good mark and boss out the whole thing.
Brother, man.
One good mark. That's one, you know.
Real good, boy. Real good. I enjoy it. Sleep on my until I'm watching it up at 2 o'clock in the morning. My child is Argentina and England.
Right.
Argentina and England?
Argentina since Maradona days, and I call them right through. Been lost or draw.
All right.
Okay.
Don't pray to do end up in the final, you know, because England never forget that Hannah God, you know. That Hannah God, I ain't lying, you know. Terry Fenwick was explaining that because he was in our England squad, and we had him on the podcast on the Fifth Officials. Well, that end later tonight. But Terry Fenwick talked about that, and he was the defender in the middle of the goalkeeper and Maradona.
Right. Okay.
And immediately, he raised his hand to appeal for handball.
Okay.
How Maradona could have get to that?
I have no idea.
You talking about Peter Shelton, one of the best goalkeepers that England ever produced, going up in the air, allowed to use his hands, and you talking about Maradona at 5 feet something, shorter than Shelton, right? Shelton getting up in the air and getting there before him.
Hello, good day.
Morning.
Good morning to Stephan. Simply that was robbery.
Of course. Of course.
Because I look at it also.
Of course.
Yeah, but let me just ask you, what happened to you this morning, boy? I think just called on YouTube just so
YouTube hit me a second strike and they banned my live stream for 2 weeks. They put me in the naughty corner.
Oh shit, boy. Well, I feel like they put in the corner this morning.
Yeah. They put me in the naughty corner. They give me some.
Yeah. Let me just say, I think on the state time with Senior Stephan.
Yeah.
Well, I get up this morning and I drink a cup of tea and thing. And I relax myself. My wife give me something to eat and think, well, me, I know no state of emergency going on because I am feeling nothing. I don't see it. I don't shop it. It come like air for me because I don't see air, but I know it blowing. You understand? So what's the fact about that state of emergency? Right? Here is Stephan. I hear a man saying, the ban you from coming in 15 places and thing and all kind of and you not a match, right? But I remember when I was a young fella growing up, all in 1970, 1986, because I born in 1953, right? So you know I was an old man today, right? We used to left the house open and go all about and come back. If a friend come to meet you, he might be sitting on the step and waiting until you come back.
Right.
Today, if a house built, let me say in 1986 and in 2026 today now, why you put so much of burglar proof on your house now today, boy. Why you put a big wall and put a big gate around your place? And you upgrade for some reason or the other?
Yes, correct.
Right? So now, if you was matching in the 1980s then, free by the Red House, by the DPP office and all kind of thing, watch the crime situation today. Would you be able to do the same thing that he was doing in the 1980s when a man used to use a shotgun to kill a man, and today they're using AR-47?
Yeah, but we know the whole thing. Yeah, the crime situation has evolved. Thanks a lot. The crime situation has evolved over time. We know. But you bring an interesting fact. We went from living in house with no burglar proof to putting in burglar proof and all kind of thing. Burglar proof all over the place. Burglar proof by your kitchen gate, by your kitchen door, by your gallery door. All on your window is burglar proof. All over is burglar proof. It went up for a reason.
Well, let me pay some bills and we're going to come right
I have an interesting question before you click for the bills. In 1990, we had a coup. I'll show you, and we go to see power of football. In 1989, Trinidad and Tobago played the United States of America, right?
Right.
And we lose.
Right.
And we didn't go to the World Cup. The World Cup is held between June and July. You think if Trinidad and Tobago had beat America and qualified for the World Cup, it would have a coup?
I wonder. Good thought. We're going to come right back, people. Stay locked on.
I didn't feel so. I don't think it would have a coup, you know.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Bruh, I have a bone to pick with you. You still supporting that side, yeah?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final VAR.
Catch all the action on the final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live Online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews.
Yeah,
all right, we're back inside. What about that interesting question you asked, though?
Yeah, because 89 we play America. Now we know we get the bad end of the stick, right? Because America had bid to host the World Cup in, I think it was 94. But they couldn't host that World Cup. I mean, they couldn't justify America hosting a World Cup having not gone to a World Cup, right? So they had was to qualify. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is, right? And they end up qualifying ahead of Trinidad and Tobago. All we needed in that game was a win or a draw.
Right.
America needed to win that game, as far as I could remember, right?
Right.
And a few things will happen, during that World Cup, The referee who was supposed to referee that game, they changed our referee, I think the day before the game,
But
right?
You really think Backhand was going to back down because of the World Cup?
I think so.
I think they.
I'll tell you why.
I think the religious dogma alone would keep them on track to what they was going to do.
Yeah, but that is them. But I talking about the whole population. All right, let put it in
They was
perspective.
going to create a bacchanal anyhow.
We talk,
and
okay,
nothing
but
stopping that.
all right, but hold on.
Uh.
Look what happened in 2006 when we made the World Cup. Football is something that just bring people together, right?
Right.
If you look at whether it's domestic football in the English Premier League, the Serie A, or wherever, when it have big games and everything, nobody does study politics and race and all that nonsense, Everybody, all people want to know is the team. They want the team to win. You go and back a team, brother. And whether I know you, me know you, whatever, a man will just walk up in a bar and everybody back in the same team and just bar wrongs. It's a happiness, right?
Yeah,
so
I believe in the happiness,
right.
but I'm not seeing the.
So what I'm saying.
Two teams backing down, which is
What I'm saying.
Abubakar and the police.
Right, but what I'm saying is if we had qualified for that World Cup in 89, the people of the country would have been on a high. Spirits would have been lifted. Trinidad and Tobago going to the World Cup for the first time in Italy. I think that World Cup was in Italy in 90.
Yeah.
The magnitude of and the joy it would have bring to the people of the country, I think that might have changed the dynamic. And I think World Cup so powerful it could have stopped a coup. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Let me
I saying Baka and them would have had a back down.
Let me hear what the people have to say. Hello,
Morning.
Today.
Yeah, morning, Stephan and X.
Yeah, man.
Stephan, you're right. They would not have staged any attempted coup to interfere with our World Cup thing. No way.
I'm telling you.
In addition to that,
but that would have been the time. That would have been the time to actually hold a coup, because people would have been focused on something else. So that would have been the ideal time. At least that's my view.
Stephan.
Yeah.
You know that Lennox Philip. Abubakar.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right.
Was a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
At that time, he was about number 3 in Trinidad,
No, he was real good, Abubakar.
Yeah, he was about number 3 in Trinidad.
Yeah, my father used to tell me about Baka. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Lennox Philip.
Yeah. My father used to tell me about him. He said he was a real good goalkeeper.
Hello, good day.
But look, his son and them and all.
Yeah, his son,
all of them end up in football too.
Yeah, hello, good day.
Yeah, morning. Yeah.
Morning.
The caller called just now and talk about long time you could leave your door open and that kind of thing there. I have one term that I have coined to describe that: sycophantically disingenuous. That analogy he drew. Because guess what? In America, Washington, they put a 1 million man march as prohibited. You could still go there and protest. You understand? 12 Downing Street. You know where 12 Downing Street is? The significance of that address?
That's in England.
When you get chance, look it up in the UK.
That's in
12
UK.
Downing Street. You can still protest in front of 12 Downing Street. Hear what I'm telling you. And them had all kind of threats from IRA and
Yes,
all
but they are a 200-year-old plus democracy. There's a difference,
Based on the analogy the man drew, that now it have weapons of all kind of thing, and them fellas have all kind of rocket launcher out there more than what we have down here. You understand? But that is the analogy he drew why you have to upgrade and ban protests in these places based on that analogy. So I am responding based on that analogy and to show that it is making sense. Because them fellas have all kind of thing out there and worse enemies to the state than we have here. You understand?
Right.
And you could still protest there.
All right.
If you want to give up your democracy for sycophantical reasons, well then, I don't know.
Right,
what
cool.
else was there? Later.
No problem. Yeah, 6224911. I think going a little. I think you reading it a little too much into the band statement.
Way too much into it.
I think that's real. I think the fellow was.
Far-fetched at best.
Morning.
Morning. Everybody making a whole hoodoo about this SOE. But sometimes I and all that forget we in a SOE unless somebody bring it up.
You understand?
Me, I had to go to work every day.
Yeah.
I had to get up there and look for it.
Correct.
We had a whole carnival season under SOE. We had a concert the other day with Valiant. We had summer stage coming in August with
everything going on.
Nobody in business with that.
With some next artists, and it's going to have at least 10,000 youths inside it for that concert. So
exactly.
What they're talking about is not affecting we the law-abiding citizens.
Yep.
And one quick thing. Let me tell you, there was P&M crime plan. P&M crime plan was a man give all your information and all the gang members, what gang they're affiliated with, give them video with them holding guns. Some of them going and sign bail every week, so you have to look for them. And you know what they do? They lock up the photographer and leave everybody with the gun. That's P&M crime plan. Let me break it down simpler for the people. You have a son who going to school. Videotape two fellas in the back of the school with firearm. One say they want to kill the principal, one say they want to kill a student. Your son gets expelled from the school and charged, but the men who have the gun still going to school.
Going to school normal.
Make it make sense.
Yeah.
Enjoy your day.
Yeah, man. I like this little open forum this morning. We talking everything. You want to talk on the SOE, you call it and talk on the SOE. You want to talk about the finance bill, you call it and talk about the finance bill. Or on the finance bill, after consultation with the Bar Owners Association, the Minister of Finance has dropped the fee.
From 9,000, drop it from 9,000.
So he dropped it from 25,000 for the amusement games to 12,500.
That you're talking about. That was the fee for
No.
To get the license every year.
Well, somebody asked me about that $9,000 and I messaged him on it and he said, but I don't know what our person might be paying for this $9,000 because what the person explained is that the liquor license was $1,800 a year.
Yeah,
and they said they raised it by 100%. 100%.
9,000.
But they're being told that they're going to $9,000 when they go by inland revenue instead of 36. So 3,600. So I asked them about that. So, well, if it was 18 and they raised it by 100%, it's supposed to go to 36, not 9.
Is that what he's saying? But
No, that's what
9,000.
No, hold on.
Have it on my.
Hold on. What I'm saying is, the person said that the minister said, he heard the minister say that the license, that liquor license would be raised by 100%. So he said the liquor license before was $1,800. So if you raise it by 100%, it's supposed to be $3,600.
Right.
However, when they go by inland revenue telling them 9,000.
You know what? That can't be. They can't come out with that other hat.
Well, right. So I have inquired. I will call him after the show and see if I can get him on the line and get the proper information because I messaged him, but he and all confused because I messaged Tanko this morning. No, I messaged it's not supposed to be 9,000 apparently.
9,000 went up too.
Is 9,000 went up too?
Yes, 9,000 went up too.
So it was 4,500 before?
No, it was small money before. It wasn't that amount.
Right. Look at my message. I said a caller asked this morning about the bar license increase. Right?
Right.
He said the license increased by 100%. He said he was paying $1,800, so the increase should be $3,600 at 100%.
Right.
However, inland revenue telling them $9,000.
They can't come up with that other hat.
I said, give me some clarity. His response was, not sure what he was paying for, but I will verify. So he's going to verify that, but I will call him today.
It's not something is wrong. Radically wrong.
Radically wrong there.
If you can't just arbitrarily come up with that figure. It has to come down from Parliament. It has to come down from all the documents and whatever. And then, what's called them? The Revenue Office collects a certain amount based on that prescription.
Right.
So it was 9,000. How he don't know that?
But listen, we go get clarity on it. Because you know when one person tell you something and then use the middleman relaying a message to somebody else.
Everybody I have talked to, every bar owner. I know about 6 or 8 bar owners personally. And all of them too closed down because of the 9,000 figure. Right?
Well,
so I don't know what he talking about.
Look, we'll call and find out. Okay? Right. But on the amusement games, he had consultations with the Bar Owners Association. There's some different. So all of the amusement games, meaning the machine and them,
Right.
from 25,000, he has reduced it to 12,500. It was 6,000 before.
Right, and he raised it to how much? 20.
He had raised it to 25,000.
Right.
So he bring it down to 12,500. So he
right,
had some. Well, he consulted with them. So this would have been figures agreed on, right?
Right.
Then the other thing was the roulette machine, the electronic roulette machines.
Right.
He had raised it to 200,000.
Right.
I think it was 75,000.
Come down to 150 or something.
120. You bring it down to 120.
All right.
Right. So that's after consultation with the Bar Owners Association. So, in other words, they had a problem.
And they
consult.
The, right way and
the man listen. You hear them out. You reduce.
All right. Well,
Good.
Nothing wrong with that. I good maths.
So, you know what I mean. Also, the protective services.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you see that one with the protective services.
Yeah,
if you're
so
acting, but that is not a legislative issue, too, boy.
I try to understand that. That is after you leave the service and you start to act somewhere.
If you hold on an acting position.
When?
In the service, in the police, in the protective services.
Right.
So you're holding a position.
You're
holding a position acting.
Right.
For one to 3 from 1 to 3 years.
Right.
Right.
That after LED service.
That
right?
is all right. Let me tell you.
Well, I try to understand where they're going with that.
What it's saying is that I have it here, you know. It's so many papers. I'll find it. I'll just give clarity on that. But no new taxes.
Yeah.
The PNM tried to say that the higher fines is taxes. And the man had to waste time yesterday explaining that a fine is not a tax.
Hello, good day.
Lord Father.
Hello, good day. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, yeah.
Me and my dog, Mr. Chow Chow, sit down on the couch watching Parliament channel yesterday. I know, when the opposition had to talk, this dog gave I'm going outside to play with the tail, you know. Because what I can understand is our government minister, the finance minister, explaining to the opposition who was there for 10 years what the difference it is between a fine and a tax. How you can say a fine will be distressing poor people? It's only distressing the stupid poor people who break in the law. But I go and get next door and name, and I go and get 2 more dogs, and I go and name one cold pot and name next one breadfruit, yeah?
All right, cool. Thanks.
No, seriously, man had to waste time, and he had to explain the landlord thing again. The man had to explain that.
He talk like a snail too. Well, hello, good day.
Utango?
Yes, Mr. X and Stephan. Good morning to you two brothers.
No, it's Tango. What are you talking about?
Tango. Hello?
Yeah, man.
Yes. Hello, good morning to the two brothers. Now, what upset me most of all yesterday at Parliament is when this Mr. Keith start up his response to the Prime Minister, but all the country is waiting on a local election. What he think we foolish or what? We just get rid of all the, we didn't do a proper audit yet. We always still have all the pipe, always have all the president in place still in case we catch one all in a faulty corner. So you could quick to pardon you.
Catch up with that wrong son up.
No, but let me tell you, Mr. Scotland, I know you're listening, bro. Anytime the country going back to the poll, is new people going to replace the PNM. The PNM up to get audit from Dr. Rowley rain till he stop. You know it is to borrow $500 million to pay back in 30 years and you ain't see what that money do. That is on record here.
Yeah.
And you all have business in this country and popping out. Let me tell you something before I leave. The way how they destroy Jamaica and Guyana and Haiti calling with politicians and so forth, that is not happening to this twin island. This two island is going to get so shortly of sometimes to come forever, matter forever. Good morning.
All right, man.
Okay,
look, I find it here. So the minister noted that the bill affects members of the police service, prison service, and fire service, right? He said clauses in the legislation will ensure that officers...
Prison service.
The prison service, the police service, and the fire service.
So that under the regiment and them guys?
No. So he said clauses in the legislation will ensure officers who acted in higher positions for at least one continuous year but less than 3 years before compulsory retirement
Right, before, right. That's what I was trying to
will have their pension gratuities and retirement allowances calculated as though they had
higher
been substantively appointed to those higher offices.
Yeah, well,
But let me
that-
ask you
that-
something.
well,
That
that-
problem, that's not a legislative problem, but they can't fix that through a legislative.
No, I think that is based on the act.
The whole acting thing.
The whole act
Uh-huh.
has to be amended for that to take place, I think.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
All right.
Because they touched the act about 2-3 times. Me and Eric had it out yesterday that they touched the act about 2-3 times.
Right.
To try to improve the system. It didn't improve 100%, but there were some improvements over the period of time. So
Okay.
So they would have had some implementation.
All right, man. Open forum. Ole come, Lego.
Hello, good day.
Not G Angel Lego, eh? Just Lego.
That's Lego.
Morning.
Hello, morning. Morning.
Hello, good day.
Yeah, morning. Yeah. I tried to watch Parliament, but I can't watch it because these failed politicians we have on both sides anyway. Anyhow, I'm the boy work. Yeah, the World Cup concerning the where Stephan bring up the Stephan, your mind is working such a way. Or you say 1990 wait. You think that would not come off?
I just asking if we had make it to the World Cup for the first time ever.
That kind of really country would be experiencing. I really think we are dog boys. Them fellas might be in a different mood.
I feel so. I feel the whole country would have been in a mood.
Remember, the representative was to do certain things. Anyhow, yeah.
Yeah.
Today, Argentina, them is one of the on the top 10 list of the most racist country in the world. Along with India and all them countries. So at the end of the day, yes, because it might be Japanese and all that thing. So it's obvious.
Yeah.
So, but Messi is my boy still, eyeliner, but between me and you, I can't back them. All right.
I hear you. No, Messi is Messi's the greatest I ever see. You understand? I know some of the older heads go say Pele.
Hello, good day.
People go say Maradona. But some people say Cristiano Ronaldo. I have Portuguese, but I still prefer Messi. Morning.
You know what's going on there?
Alright, well, next one. PC. You want that saying PC?
Yeah, but that will have up.
Now with it off.
Right,
Yeah,
hello.
go ahead.
Hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, I think you're onto something about the coup and qualifying for the World Cup. Because, you know what? Hezbollah, Al-Qaeda, and all of them, right? They like the football too.
Exactly.
And once Iran in there, you ain't got to worry about anything. Because of that Iran proxies.
Football
but,
is a global sport.
The moment Iran get kicked out of the World Cup, then watch out. Anyway, later.
No, but sports on the whole, right? Sports on the whole. When we win our gold medal, when Kishon win our gold medal, the whole country's sports has just bring the country together. So what I'm saying,
Well, I remember being on the pavement when they won something, boy. Something they won, boy. And it's from the airport straight down the main road. And people on both sides, all kinds
Right.
of people celebrating and having a good time.
this is what I'm telling you. So remember when Robbie and them had come in, right? Remember the country was on that kind of a real kind of weight now, boy.
Right.
You know what I mean? The mood of the country. We was down in the dumps because of the economic situation and that kind of thing, right?
Right.
But I'm saying sport does lift people out of that kind of mood now. But it would just change the whole mood of the country. The anticipation, the excitement, yeah.
Hello.
Stephan and Mr X, I just want to say this fast. You remember when they had some civil unrest in one of the African country and they said Pele was going and they put down their guns for 2 days?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I want to tend to agree with Stephan a little bit. Football does do this kind of thing. Thank you, Stephan.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you.
Hello, good day. Hello.
Gentlemen,
Yeah, what's
I
up?
challenge any one of you to defy my judgment
Oh, Lord.
that no sports team brought this country together better than Gary Cummins' strike squad. None. It is the strike squad that, listen, the strike squad brought everybody together.
Yeah.
When the Trafford left Point of Pierre and they were headed to Port of Spain and they passed on in front of my street to Orange Field, I saw old people, young people, Chinese people,
But
everybody.
that was madness, eh? To have the team coming from Point Up here. We know that all of that was part of the game, sir.
It was madness, but the strike squad, nothing brought this country together but the strike squad.
Agreed. I would agree with him, and I would say
Hello, good day.
the Soca Warriors who made the World Cup, I think had a less impact than the strike squad.
Hello, good day.
Morning. You remember when they had the game in Bahrain? How Trinidad was? The whole place was in a mess.
All right. I remember yesterday I was in the stadium. The Minister of Sport had a football fiesta, and he had they had no, but I forget to tell you about that yesterday. No, I forget. No, I really forget it. My head was hot yesterday. So it finished about put me on to the minister in true. It's AVR tell me, next time I'll tell you. But you had a football fiesta at the stadium, right? It was a nice event. It was terrific, well put together. I had to pick up the Minister of Sport for that. He had representatives from Mexico, Canada, US, and Trinidad and Tobago, right? We had Naparima College, the Intercol champions, representing us in a hockey post, a little round robin hockey post thing with the youths, right? Mexico had a little fella there, boy. He's one of the best I've seen in a long while, you know. He's the goalkeeper. But he playing goalkeeper, midfielder, forward, defender, he all over the place. He running all the posts and he much man, the little boy real good. But the thing is now, yesterday, after the round robin, it had the dignitaries 11 versus the ministers 11. He had the minister 11 squad. Brent Sancho, Stone John, David Naked. All the big ballers, Pollard. Kieran Pollard was the goalkeeper. Bravo, Dwayne Bravo. Nicholas Puran. And a few others, right? And boy, it had a play. Now, they beat the dignitaries 5-0. But Bar said, they played 3 20-minute periods. 3 20-minute. After the first 20, men like they want to park up. Men on the best side on that. The tongue on the mouth, man getting paid. Naked gone and sit in a corner and say, oh God, you could only promote football now. But here man, and there's something, I said it yesterday when a certain play happened. And somebody said, look at that, boy. Here, look what that man remembered for. It's not a play where the ball come across the goal. And a man run onto the ball, boy, from right in front of the post and kick wide. and I jump up and say, oh God, you Alabi the thing. Maurice Alabi, boy. Alabi miss an opportunity for a goal. Is the greatest. That's how I remember that name, as a little fella, Alabi, Alabi, the ball, all he had to do was just the slightest little touch would have carried that ball across the line. And he cleared the ball, straight over the post, from almost on the goal line,
Well, it is what it is.
I'm sure.
Right, well,
people listening could remember that.
Well, let's shop.
I said, that man, Alabi the thing, boy.
We are coming up for the last day of the week of the naughty corner. And that will be after 10, after we play these ads here. And
we know it had some naughtiness.
We are going to light up this morning. Well, since we come in, this phone ring.
Nah, well, open forum, man. Let's talk, man.
WhatsApp to him.
Yeah, talk. We don't know specific topic this morning, but we do have an interview,
Yeah.
We do have an interview, so.
Right, so stay locked on, people, and we're going to come right back as we get rid of these ads.
But Johnny, how come your house is twice?
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR, victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The Final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Bruh, you know, I have a bone to pick with you. You still supporting that side, girl?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the Final VAR.
Catch all the action on the Final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live Online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
The excitement of world football ignites with the Final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The Final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Bruh, you know, I have a bone to pick with you. You still supporting that side, girl?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the Final VAR.
Catch all the action on the Final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live Online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
The excitement of world football ignites with the Final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The Final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
Welcome to the Naughty Corner on Talk City 91.1 FM.
All right, people, all systems go. All systems go. It is the Naughty Corner, where we deal with naughtiness of all sorts, flavors. It all happens here. So whoever is in your Naughty Corner this morning, you have the opportunity to call in and, get things off your chest. All right? We had a lot happen over the last 24 hours. Of course, we had the debate in the Parliament, State of Emergency, Finance Bill. We had all kind of bacchanal happening with the World Cup and all. Hello, good morning. Who's in your Naughty Corner?
Morning, right. Naughty Corner.
Welcome.
First contestant.
All right.
The man who say this government putting a lot of pressure on small and medium businesses. He never see a government put pressure on small and medium businesses in life. So.
He said that, you know? Yes!
All right.
He really said that. He has presented himself as the voice of the poor man. Hello, good morning.
Morning, gentlemen.
You go anywhere with that, people.
Welcome. I'm telling you.
Bob again. For trying to turn everything that the Minister of Finance saying on the negative side. And a lot of people run into that. So he wants to for that.
All right, no scene. Morning.
All 13 of them, even the bald one who wasn't in the parliament last night, give all of them lashes for voting against them bill. They're wicked, coming to fool black people all the time.
Oh God, Lord Father. Hello, good morning. Lord have mercy. I ain't able to know. Yeah.
I will beat all the media house in Tobago. That's because the Tobago East minister say that the MPs at Tobago is part of the government. They play the post it how we say it's part of the UNC. Doesn't matter. The only time Tobago does see way is when the PNM in opposition and next government in power.
All right.
Beat them. Beat them.
Man. Good
Yes,
old fashioned.
man. Shane.
A good old fashioned.
Good boy. Boop. Yeah, boy. They ain't holding back today, boy. Morning.
You went in his mother-in-law house.
You what?
You went in his mother-in-law house. In both doing that.
We don't know that.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But just say his name and you'll get some licks.
Yeah.
All right? Because I couldn't believe I hear this man say that yesterday. No, this man championing the cause of the small man. I wonder if it's in Haiti talking about. Morning.
He's go anyway.
Good morning.
To the poor people anyway.
No.
The opposition leader and Marvin Gonzalez. They sit down for 10 years and they don't know the difference between a fine and a tax.
You understand?
They're plain,
And
no.
the next thing too, Marvin is saying he wants a clear anti-crime plan.
A clear anti-crime plan.
And I am saying, but wait. Morning.
Morning, gentlemen.
Yeah, man.
Short Young calling his attorney general stupid.
That's what he said? I
He
missed
said
that
that
part.
under his attorney boys, but the attorney general he go them. And he pull him up on it. And he tell him, if I am stupid, I can't describe you.
Hey, Lord. Hey, Stuart Young and them ain't ready for that age, you know. John Jeremy on the next...
Yeah, but you're the act,
you're
the act, man. That's
Yeah.
that talking thing, act.
Yeah,
We
we
don't
want
talk.
action, we want action.
You don't know to that talk.
Morning.
Yeah, hello, morning.
Yes, man,
Penny.
welcome.
And then with SOE, like What happened? What going on with your family and them guns and them?
Oh gosh.
Supporting crime or she against it? Which one? Number 2, Stephan.
Yes.
Number 2, I got always keep calling for this. Like the man with fire bunny PNM.
Yes.
I will always
Marina
call
Williams.
the law association. Paris Alwari. Let me hear what's going on.
Yes, agreed. Morning, who's in the naughty corner?
Morning, guys. Morning.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Morning.
I want to put the Spurs in the naughty corner. I'll let you at 20.
Yeah, boy.
New York Knicks like them Arsenal fan and them looking to win something for the first bloody time.
Nah, but
boy, pressure.
Yeah, but they about odds. That basketball about odds.
Yeah, because let me tell you something. You know the odds you would have get on New York to win that game being 27 points down at the half?
Yeah.
I should have checked the odds and play a bet, you know. Because I tell myself they'd win game 4, I didn't think San Antonio could have beat them 2 games in a row. But San Antonio was running away with that game, boy. Nah, boy, the Spurs coach, boy. That is the worst coaching job I see. You blow a 27-point lead in the playoffs. Look now.
Nah, it's our odds. It's about dollars and cents. That's what we will boil down to.
Morning. I go take one time.
Former Minister of Finance. I call him Imbuck. He's a buck. He ain't a leprechaun. He ain't no Irish in him. He ain't a leprechaun. He's Imbuck. Right?
You walking away, right? You walking anywhere, right?
I just finished watching trade. Ole. You know what? Hey, and give that my partner there with the big fat head. Give him 2 cloudy talking this jumpy thing about Trump calls if you lose.
But Trump jumping the team.
Yeah. You know what? You must jump for joy when they changed that crow or whatever on top of the Red House to whatever the dragon.
Think about it. It could have all be over. All now, so New York still celebrating they win the playoffs. It could have all be over.
Why are you back in Laventille East so much? I tell you already, New York is Laventille East. Oh gosh, man. All right. Later.
Yeah, man. I ain't back in New York. I'm a Chicago Bulls fan from ever since. And it's hard to say that, given the amount of years of distress we've been in. But I think that...
What fan is?
Chicago Bulls. I still back the Bulls.
Nah.
Yeah, I still back the Bulls.
I love bandwagoners.
I feel I should take some licks back in the Bulls still. All right, yeah, go ahead. Who's in the naughty corner? Oh God, because that one man. 6224911. No, I back in the Bulls.
I love bandwagoners, but I back in the Spurs. But based on the record of New York Knicks, I think they should win. They should get the glory of a win this time around because when we have years to go again.
Years to go. You win the rings on the road.
Years to go.
But is Jalen Brunson I like? Brunson. He's a warrior.
Yeah, he's different, boy.
Morning. Who's in the naughty corner?
Good morning, Stephan. Good morning, Mr. X.
Yes, welcome.
The children's corner. The children's corner. The children's authority. Did you see the interview with Mr. Allen yesterday with this child, an 8-year-old child's granddaughter, and what the male family member was allegedly doing? The Children's Authority removing the child from the home, placing the child by the grandmother, and just gone. No follow-up, nothing. They didn't carry the child for examination, nothing. What's going on in this country?
What is you really telling us here?
We pay these people. Go and look at Ian Allen's interview yesterday. I looked at it last night. These things keep happening over and over. We could find money and go and buy. Which authorities went to buy an ice machine and thing the other day? How many cases? Like, I'm so fed up what's going on with this going on in this country. I'm fed up. I am so fed up. Okay, I go on.
Yes, darling. No, who had buy the ice machine? Is them? Children Authority?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, morning.
The DPS, you take some licks for that same thing with that child with that on Ian Allen interview. The DPS don't do nothing until there's a serious thing that affecting somebody they know.
Right.
And the Minister of Health need to buck up on them nurses and doctors in that war. stop having people waiting 2 and 3 days to see a doctor.
Yes.
I don't want to have people ready to die.
That's right. I agree with that.
The Prime Minister better get rid of them if they can't do the job.
All right.
It's
all
short
right.
and simple.
Nice.
Nice.
Straightforward and to the point. Morning, who's in the naughty corner?
Good morning. Good morning, Stephan and Mr X.
Yes.
Morning.
Story for the child.
Yes.
It's a 2 or 3-year-old story. It's not a new story. So we had to look for Donna Cox. For not doing anything. It's
Now,
under
would
the
that be under
CNN
Cox?
that happened.
Oh,
Thank you.
gosh. All right, darling.
Oh, and the man we jump in the TNT station and get shocked and fling to the ground.
A man what?
He jump in the people in them station and to steal copper.
What?
And he got 132,000 volts. And he get thrown for need some licks. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that at all.
Boy. Nah, boy, you gotta get some blows there,
man
boy.
going in a substation and
We
trying
look
to
for
steal
that.
copper.
You look for that.
And he run off and leave his tools.
Well, you
And
were
then
shocked.
He lucky he dead.
And you want a thief? Morning. Welcome.
Morning.
Yeah, welcome. Go ahead.
Welcome. I have a suggestion. The fella in, the little boy in Tobago is in the plaza. His plaza is in it. The boy who get
Angelo
the child.
Tobias Plaza, yes.
Right. The mother and father, they saying they don't know where the child is. My idea is the police and them went about 3-4 times and visited the house. The house have no utilities. Anybody think about checking the cesspit? They must have a latrine or something. Anybody decide to check that?
I don't
Where
know.
that child gone?
I don't know. But
Yes,
all right.
I just saying.
All right, no problem. All right.
Email that child was found at the bottom
Yeah.
of the sea.
Yeah.
Well, they wouldn't find the
They
child.
wouldn't find, yeah.
By now.
But,
Them
by the
fishermen
way,
done-
not congratulations. Thanks to the charges laid to the guy with the 12-year-old. The guy got charged. He'll be in court today.
Well,
Right? But hold on. What going on with the charges with the jet ski situation in Tobago? The jet ski that
How we
killed the
ain't
child
about
in Tobago.
how we about that?
The last I saw, nobody was charged.
Yeah.
So how this person get charged one time? What all they could possibly be investigating in Tobago with the jet ski incident that all they can't charge nobody yet?
Yeah, all it takes some that.
Come on, man.
All the two out that time and too bloody out
That
that
is
time.
that is insane.
Of course,
You understand
bad.
what we get here? Oh God, oh
What
God,
is this
what is this? Did they send we home? All right, we ain't do nothing to get sent to him then. All right, no problem.
Just checking.
10:35 after playway, yes. So we have the cycling people coming in at 10:35. All right, cool, man. Yeah, a little brief here. All right, hello, good morning. Who's in the naughty corner? Well, since they're coming in at 10:35, we'll do about 2 more in the naughty corner. Hello, good morning. Because I want to take some open. I like the open forum calls.
Hello, good day.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I listen to your program there, right? And I'll tell you something. I'll share something with you just now.
Go ahead.
If everything we're going through Ian Allen and watching the news and whatnot, everything coming up about the system not in place effectively to move efficiently and deal with these people.
Right.
The guy who had the incident this week with the family member who interfered with his son in Chin Chin. He go into the station, social welfare and the station, the police tell him, come back. They go deal with it on another day. And while this other day going on and the night passing, that same sick man, he's still outside out in the open.
Yes.
Right? I'll share something that happened in Lower Santa Cruz, as a crazy going up just day before. A friend of mine called me and tell me they find it about a mother with 3 children. She pick up a guy and live in the house with him. Right? So he has stepchildren. He beat up a little 5-year-old boy real bad. Right? When they do so, and they hold on to him now, while they check the boy get real licks. They hold him and they start to put some licks on his stepfather. When they get the phone now, they start to see where he interfering with his children. They're going in the station, call the child abuse section. You know what they tell them? All right, they will deal with that.
And what happened?
They go deal with that. 2 days now. They're dealing with it.
all the time here.
When it comes to churn, we gotta deal with it faster than that, man. I'll take one more. Only because we have the interview coming up and I want to get back to some of the other discussions. Hello, good morning.
Stephan and Mr X, anybody remember the 13-year-old girl last year who was killed? They found in the truck down south side.
Yes.
Anything on that up to now?
I have not.
That die a natural death too, like everything else.
Well, it looks so.
You know.
I'll see if I can get an update. But yeah.
I appreciate that.
All right, no problem, man. I'll find out from Greenwich. The 13-year-old. I'll find out from Greenwich. Hello, good morning.
Friend.
Yeah, go ahead. Who you got in the naughty corner? Go ahead.
That woman we call him the Prime Minister drunken master. I want to $1 million for stick.
All right, cool. What woman is that? I don't know who she is, but nevertheless. All right, that's it. All the whole Sam Shrin. We're going back to the phone lines. We have about 11 minutes to the playway. So we have an interview coming up at 10:35. So we calling it quits here for the naughty corner. I think we share enough licks this morning.
Yeah.
The opposition get enough. Just now, they ain't get enough. Mava. Who else, boy? Imbo. Mava.
You want to play fast and be
Who else, boy?
And be up front?
Imbo.
You want to be up front?
Imbo.
Take strain.
Imbot. You could imagine there's a man that professing himself to be the savior and the voice of poor people, boy. This man who
sound number 9 here visit.
This man.
He might be in no parts of your constituency and all.
The man raised gas 5 times. 5 times.
No, but check it out when a disaster and thing. We just go anywhere with any hamper, anywhere to help anybody in Covine and Patna and them areas.
When he was Minister of Works under Manning, this is the man wanted the elevator for himself, you know.
He's a man to have a separate elevator. When you go up one side, he come down the next side.
Yes, boy.
Any ministry. That wasn't the one on South Kitty.
This man, you know, he's a real Grinch, you know.
But he doesn't want to hear crap face at all. Huh?
You ever see him laugh? Don't he laugh just look evil, you know? You man have a evil, the whole face that's like a Grinch now and he laughing. Serious, you know.
Crap paper. You have a crap face.
With all, I just call him Spotty, you know.
Okay.
Well,
yeah, flesh spots.
Yeah, real spots, boy. Yeah. But no, this man, you know, it's amazing, you know. And you know who put him in the place?
Who done?
If you go to Facebook, right? Go to Saddam page. Saddam put him in the place because Saddam talk a little, I think, right after. And Saddam get up and say, I can't believe that this man across there. You understand? And then it had a little bacchanal in the parliament because Saddam raised his. She say, look, as I mentioned him, look, he come up on the TV, watch. It's the only time we'll get him. We can't get him on the phone. But nevertheless, he said, all I can remember when the member, I think it was one of the members on the opposition, made fun at the government at the time, made fun of an opposition member using coconut oil on the head or some kind of thing. So
yeah.
I think it was Rowley. Rowley had make fun of somebody using coconut oil on the head, and that caused a whole outbreak. And when you sit down and watch this thing in Parliament, it really, you just had to wonder, you know, if it's children or some of these things is just totally hysterical, you know. I'm telling you, some of these things has come up, you know. Morning.
Gentlemen, morning.
X, you sure you want to go there?
Williams, president of the Trinidad and Tobago Cycling Federation.
Yeah, we go share that.
Always.
We go share that. I'll bring back on the whip for that one. That one need, you know. Don't mind, we have some cyclists coming in this.
I'm glad that you put away the whip.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, removing all of the gambage and he say and they say and thing that took place in the last evening debate, my main takeaway from it is my pet peeve for the last 20 years. You see, I want to thank the Prime Minister. Because instead of giving us a 3-month extension, she gave us a 30-day extension. It means in some way or the other, it seems like the population is getting on to her.
No,
chairman of the
no, that doesn't mean that. That's
Let me finish what I'm saying.
that is a wrong interpretation.
Hold on. Let me hear we going with the time. Let me hear we going with the time.
You don't understand. When I call to give my opinion, not yours.
Eric. Go ahead, Eric.
Right. Now, the chairman of the PNM was on his legs last evening, and he gave a commitment to those on the other side that we in the PNM would support legislative measures to treat with the situation, Police Complaints Authority, the TTPS, other arms of the security services, which, if it is that we were to redo them in a more effective way, it could only redound to our benefit. There's no bad to come out of that, only good could come out of it. And I said in another place this morning that at the end of the day, you know what could happen? For the next 50 years, the nation could be talking about how the police service was before the intervention of Kamla Prasad Bisesa, bringing laws to ensure that you have one that is proactive, one that is responsive.
You want what? You want all that?
One that you can trust.
You want all that in a year, Solia?
So,
No, seriously.
Let me tell you something.
No, seriously. You want all that in a year?
Well, I think we better bring that guy Zai Jinping from China to come and rule here. Why you want to wait 20 years to get something done in this country?
Hey, all it was there 9-10 years. What are you telling me about?
Yes,
There's 1 year today. 1 year. It's only 8 months a day.
Begging the UNC to come and help us get the appropriate law passed because in order to fix the police service.
Just sit down and watch the UNC grow. That's all you have to do. Sit down and watch the sunshine and watch the UNC grow. Right? You sit down there with your thoughts.
Eric, let me ask you something.
You sit down there with your thoughts.
Okay. What you are asking for, okay? X is saying you cannot expect that after a year. What is...
I disagree with him.
Okay, but hold on. Within a 5-year term, okay, what would be an acceptable time frame?
I want to look at what Dr. Dursoran has done. And I think we could look at it within a couple of months and we could implement it and see the result that we get from it. And the result is going to be golden in my view. We need to get this thing done.
What time and frame would you like to see in 5 years?
6 months.
What would you like to see done?
By Christmas.
6 months? No,
by Christmas.
Look, have a good day.
Give me that for
Have a good
Christmas.
day.
I
Have
don't
a
want
good
nothing
day.
for
Have a good day.
All right, but Eric,
have a good day now, man.
if they get it done by Christmas,
yes,
will you vote UNC?
Never.
Hi, my brother. Thanks. He said, never. I feel you go flip it. I feel you go flip.
We go flip every 44 years?
We go flip
every 44 years? Yeah, all right.
Right? It's either we go flip or you go flip we. It's one of the two. It's one of the two can happen. Let's see where we at. Yeah, we have a little time. Hello, good morning.
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
You are allowing Eric to spread propaganda and he bullying you for that.
No. He had to have his voice like everybody else.
Yes.
Like everybody else. So long as he's being respectful, he's allowed to have his voice on this program anytime.
But he's made some salient points in his contributions here. I don't see anything wrong with some of the things that he said. Some of the things we could challenge him on, but some of the things is progressive.
It's progressive.
So we have no problem with that.
Now, on another station, right, he keep on harping that the opposition never supported the PNM government in the laws they were making.
Yeah, well, they would sell that. He would sell it across there, but he wouldn't sell that here. It's very simple.
No, well, listen to me now, man. I sent a voice note of the 42 legislation. The 42 legislation passed in Parliament. And when Harry said that, he never called the station about that law change again. Because I sent proof. When he heard that. Now, this morning, our person called and said that Eric Williams said that if the company don't have money, they could borrow from Erica. You know, he said no, Eric Williams never said that.
Well, he never said that.
Eric
Williams never said that.
And I follow in politics for a long time.
Yes, but Eric Williams never said that.
But I can't recall Williams saying that.
Eric never said that.
He said that in Parliament.
He never said that. Never said that.
Never said that.
Never
You
said
gotta
that.
be a madman.
You could be following politics how long? I telling you, He never said
Nah,
that.
I don't think Eric said that. Eric Williams said this. I can't recall him
All
saying
right, they are older person who will call and they will confirm what I say.
Well, look at older than what? I tell you, he never said that.
Right?
I can tell you all the negative things that he said, but he never said that. That I was sure about.
Right.
All right.
Okay, have a good day.
But, you are don't you know what I heard, eh?
All right.
Not what
You
you
just
heard.
go
You
to
didn't
the
hear that.
radio station.
You did not
They had
hear that.
16
I
and
am
they
not
had
telling
radio
you. I am
to
not
that.
telling you you're a liar or anything. I'm not saying that. But I telling you didn't hear that. Talk that.
You didn't hear it, but I heard it.
All right, okay.
All right,
Have a good
all
day.
right,
Have
all
a
right,
good day.
all right,
All
cool,
right,
man.
gentlemen.
No
Thank you very
problem.
much.
No problem. All right, we have a minute to the playway draw. So we had a whole strain, but we're coming back to the phone lines after the playway. Of course, well, no, actually, we have the interview after the playway. We have, let me just tell you who we have coming in here. For those of you interested in attending or being part of it, going out and supporting it, it is the International Cycling Grand Prix. All right, and this will be hosted by Team DPS. All right, we'll let you know who they are and what they're about. And this is taking place. That's now. Hold on. Let me get the date here. The dates are June 19th to the 21st. So for the long weekend, you're gonna get some of that. What is this here, boy? Somebody said I don't know what. Group A, B, C, all World Cup stuff. All right, people messaging me World Cup stuff. Yeah.
I'd call Clive.
Oh gosh.
For 2
That the
seconds.
only man that talks slower than the AG, you know.
Yeah, boy.
Oh gosh, boy.
Yeah, boy. But we had a call.
Between he and John Jeremy, that would be an interesting race, you know. For last place.
Last place.
The race talk slow. I know them fellas are along in the age.
Let me give back a quick call. We had to tell
I
him.
know they are along in the age.
We had
but, you
to
know.
tell him. We had to just confirm that what he just said.
Yeah,
He
but-
said
but-
he hear Eric Williams
right,
say that.
But that's all we want, eh?
Yeah, that's what we want.
We don't
That's
want the
all.
extended
That-
story.
Okay,
But we
cool,
can't
cool.
do that now. We had the play coming up here now.
All right.
And then we had the interview. I had to call him in the 2 hour.
Right.
All right, so let's hold some strain. We will be back after the play withdraw. Good luck to all of you. And we'll have our interview with the cycling, the DPS, Team DPS, on the cycling event taking place next week. And we'll find out more information about that when we chat with them. All right, so don't go anywhere. Off the record continues after the playway. Here we go.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Bruh, I have a bone to pick with you. You still supporting that side, girl?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final VAR.
Catch all the action on the final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live Online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Bramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Bruh, I have a bone to pick with you. You still supporting that side, you?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final VAR.
Catch all the action on the final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live Online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Bramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Bruh, I have a bone to pick with you. You still supporting that side, you?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final VAR.
Catch all the action on the final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live Online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Bramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Bruh, I have a bone to pick with you. You still supporting that side, you?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final VAR.
Catch all the action on the final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live Online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Bramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Bruh, I have a bone to pick with you. You still supporting that side, you?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final VAR.
Catch all the action on the final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live Online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
All right, people, so we're back, and good luck to all of you who played your playway and, you got through this morning, you know what I mean? With the mark, I didn't even, where does they play this morning? I didn't even see, Let me just check down there, anything to do with football, right? I didn't see, I know I must say that, but how you could be sitting on your studio and you didn't see, boy? I was on our next beat. Let me see what they played this morning, and true. 10, right, 10. Well, 10. Well, should I win that? They Messi number. So they play number 10, man. 10 is the big player. That's the big player number. But what I was saying, and I was telling X, as we await the team DPS to get the conversation going with the event that they're having next week, I think England has a very, very solid squad. I think the difference between this English team and the English teams that went very deep into these tournaments in recent times here under Southgate is Southgate just didn't have that killer instinct. He was too nice. You know what I mean? He was too conservative. Tuchel, on the other hand, is a totally different manager. And I think he has structured the team. I'm looking at the players that England have selected, that he selected there. A lot of people saying, but how we leave out this one, how we leave out that one. But he's very strategic in the players that he would have selected for those positions. And I think one of the differences with this English team is that they're very tight at the back. Right? Pickford is a top-class goalkeeper. Right? He would be the number one goalkeeper in most countries. Excellent goalkeeper. Plays for Everton. And that back four is solid as it could be. And if you look at the qualifiers, if you look at all the games leading up to the World Cup, right? You'll realize that England hasn't really conceded much goals. Throughout the entire lead up to the World Cup, they've been very, very good defensively. And when you're that good defensively, you have to be in the conversation. Harry Kane. Now Harry Kane is going to play with, might be Saka on the right and Rashford on the left. Maybe, depending on which combination he decides to go with. Harry Kane is the fastest forward, but he's very clinical. So Harry Kane is going to get you goals in this World Cup. And I think with Bellingham and everything that he has in the midfield there, England is going to be the team to beat. I know plenty of people talking about France and they're talking about everybody. They're talking about a lot of teams. England in the conversation. But this English squad, if they don't get this, if they do not win this World Cup, this is their World Cup to lose. Alright? The other team that I'm looking at, only because of the lack of information coming out, but then Carlo Ancelotti is that type of manager. So Carlo Ancelotti would have taken over the job as the manager of the Brazilian national team. And this would have happened in the middle of the campaign and that kind of thing. And if you realize what's going on in Brazil, you're not getting any news coming out of Brazil like how you're getting news coming out from other countries that release the World Cup. So Ancelotti has things under a tight lid. And that's the kind of manager he is. And he's a manager of egos as well. Nobody manages egos better than Carlo Ancelotti. He's proven it in all of the teams that he's managed in the past, with all of the egos and the big names and so on and so forth. What he was able to do at Real Madrid too with Vinicius, no other manager, the managers that came after him, could not get that type of performance out of Vinicius at Real Madrid. So he has a way with players. He's very strategic. He's very tactical. And it's just that Brazil is one of those nations always in the conversation, always some hype, always some news coming out of Brazil, especially this close to a World Cup. And it seems like it's very, very quiet. And is in the quiet is when you have countries like that magnitude and history of football and World Cup and that kind of thing, or just football on the whole, and you have that lack of information and set of hype and news coming out from there. Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if Ancelotti is able to turn Brazil around. Another team that nobody ain't talking about, right, coming out of South America is Ecuador. I think Ecuador finished, if I'm not mistaken, they finished second to Argentina in South America group. Right? Now, Ecuador is not one of those teams that many people will talk about. It's not on the tip of your tongue. And people will say that is a small nation. But I think they were deducted like 3 points. They had a point deduction. And with that deduction, I think they only finished like 3 points behind Argentina in South America. And you had to take into consideration that South American zone is probably the hardest zone in the world, because you're talking about Brazil, Argentina, Colombia, right? You have, I think, Chile coming out inside of there as well. All of those South American nations, Bolivia is a bubbly nation in terms of playing football. But if Bolivia catch you in Bolivia, because they play in high altitude stadiums too, nobody will beat them now inside of there. You know, Venezuela. You remember when we have our guest in studio, so you get him. I remember when Venezuela used to get 4 and 5 in that South America zone, and for some reason or the other,
he used to get 4 and 5.
And for some reason or the other, Venezuela have improved, because now teams only beating them 2-1 and 1-0 and so on and so forth. I was thinking we have, in about 10 minutes, we have the 11 o'clock news. You want to wait till after the 11 o'clock news? All right, I'll give you a better toss of the coin, man. Right? So we'll go a little deeper into the conversation. I want to rush you now, right? Because I know all the event coming up next week. But Venezuela, why we not taking some of these Venezuelans, and I say get them some citizenship if they're skillful and let them play for Trinidad, you know.
Well, it have teams that have people from all over the world.
Well, the American known for that.
Yeah, they have people from all over the world.
I can't take this sufferation no more.
Yeah.
We should be coming out of the zone, man. We should have been in this World Cup, man. Gosh, man. They could have done that, man. But I feel...
Could have been with World Cup. With World Cup,
we could have made this World Cup. We should have made this World Cup, man.
With World Cup? What World Cup are you talking about?
Also, Trinidad and Tobago, we just hyped up. We're ready to go.
We had the best times back in the day. Now it's not no good time. So forget that.
Nah, man. We don't know better times. What better times
forget
back
that.
in the day.
Forget that.
Nah, but the caliber footballers we are now.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. Who doing real good work, boy? Terry Fenwick, boy.
Feels alright?
Brother, man. I going up by Fenwick and them has something.
But he was the lowest coach in England.
Forget coaching.
At one time.
Yeah, but oh gosh. That's at the
so
front.
Now he end up here.
That the front kettle of fish.
So I don't know.
But I mean, Maradona put him to sit down too, eh?
Yeah.
But nevertheless, everybody's telling about that, eh?
Yeah.
No, but I'm talking about, he has some projects going on with youths under the football factory.
Okay.
Right? Excellent programs. Right? And I think he brought, and I must ask Watts about this. I didn't get to talk to Watts yesterday. He brought one of Chelsea's youth managers to have a conversation with our Minister of Sport, this minister.
All right.
But they haven't gotten any feedback or anything, right? And I think they were putting out all the money and we were not about nothing. So I want to ask Philip what's going on with that conversation that took place, because I think that will move the needle.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Because we have a lot of talent, boy. And like I was telling somebody yesterday, this crime thing really had to get under control, because a lot of youths, and you know this too, they can't cross the border. They can't come out.
So why you are working sports, way?
Oh.
What? That's very strange.
I don't want to work in sport.
Nah, it have a place for you in sports, man.
What you want me to do, boy?
Nah, it have a space for you in sports somewhere.
I just think there are plenty of things going on. I think people in Trinidad don't even know. I interviewed a guy.
Wait, what kind of statty nose coming and getting work? So
well, that's true. But I mean, nobody for me. I don't go begging nobody for nothing. But what I'm saying, if I had a David Naked brought in a youth development coach from Spain.
Right.
Just recently here for the football tournament that they had going on, right?
Right.
And these guys have been looking at the talent that we have. We have the talent. I interviewed another guy who has a youth program going on with Borussia Dortmund down here.
All right, okay.
Right? Big clubs I talking about, you know.
Yeah.
Looking for youths. And he have some youths in his camp, right? 11 and 12 years old, that he took to Germany.
Okay.
Just recently.
All right.
And I think they wanted to keep one of them. They scored like 2 goals. The little boy real good.
So
right?
You can't do it all consultant position.
No, but well, why trying to figure out, right?
I'll take 40,000 that one.
Well, yeah.
Well, I don't understand that.
I just said, yeah.
All of the starting those coming in and getting them kind of money, I'm on.
Yeah, but what's saying, right? What's saying? We have all of these international clubs, top clubs in Europe, come in here and have youth programs running here, identifying and developing the talent here. And then what happens? Where the talent does go?
I have no idea.
Where does go? Why isn't the ministry involved? Why it is we do have some program running that identifying the same talent? Why? I mean, although the opportunity is greater for them with these clubs, these international clubs. But I'm saying, because you're gonna get opportunity. But I'm saying one of the things that hurts in Trinidad and Tobago football is we really don't have no players playing outside in top leagues.
Okay.
We can't build a squad from this. Listen, if our hopes are on a squad that playing locally in that whatever they call that league, because it's not a professional league, right? I think we're the only country that has semi-professional league, a semi-pro league, What the hell is a semi-pro league? What was a semi-pro league? How you could have a semi-pro league?
How?
Everybody else have a professional league all over the world. Where's a semi-pro league?
Well, that's why you had to hire you.
You understand? But the potential is there. We have the talent. You think, like in my time, right? In my time, when we growing up, we used to want to be like Maradona. I used to want to be like Roberto Baggio.
Right.
The one of the workers here, the girl who just come and take up the logs.
Right. Okay.
She now come in. She say, "Hey, we are back in the World Cup." I say, "Well, girl, my team in there. My team not there. 3 World Cups straight. We make the World Cup. Italy."
Right.
So she said, "Well, who's your favorite player all time?" I say, "Roberto Baggio." And when I say that, people might say, "But Baggio, boy," but people just forget how good Baggio was, Everybody is remembering for missing the penalty.
Right.
Just like how I remember Alabi for missing on the line.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, people just forget just how good Roberto Baggio was.
Right.
Roberto Baggio was the greatest in the world at the time.
Right.
Right? He took the world by storm. Plenty people, Mario Kempes back in the 70s too. Kempes come take the world by storm with Argentina, win a World Cup, and then went back to being a doctor.
Right.
Right? But Kempes taught Argentina in that World Cup.
Right.
You dig? And we had many players. We had Paolo Rossi come and take the World Cup by storm too. They take you out Italy. They take him out of jail to play football. Paolo Rossi was staying on in the jail, and they went and they get him, and they put him in the Italian squad, and take him to the World Cup, and see how to play. And we win the World Cup that year. That was Italy.
All right.
We beat Brazil in the semi-final that year. That was in 82. That was in 82. You had Toto Schilacci come out of nowhere. He come from Serie C and come in the World Cup and take the place by storm too. You understand? You had fellas like England had players like Gary Lineker. Gary Lineker was real good. People forget how good them fellas and them was,
Right.
Germany had Lothar Matthäus. Lothar Matthäus, one of the best midfielders I ever come across in my life.
Right.
You understand? When they're talking about tough, steady, you know what I mean? Steady the ship, the midfield, hold the midfield together. Midfielder, Lothar Matthäus, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. These fellas was real good. Them fellas and we did was real good,
Who's that?
No, players, football, back in the day, you know what I mean? I didn't get to see Pele play. So maybe I see tapes of Pele.
Right.
But watching tapes of Pele is very different from experiencing Pele live.
The actual magic of Pele.
Yeah. My father and them would have seen Pele play and that kind of thing, right? But my father player was Johan Cruyff. Because my father was a Dutchman, like the Dutch.
Eusebio used to be good too.
Huh?
Eusebio used to be good too.
Eusebio was our next big player. They used to rate him with Pele.
Yeah.
They used to say he was good. He was good just like Pele.
Yeah.
You understand? So it had real players pass through football that was real good. Jurgen Klinsmann is one of the most clinical finishers I ever see as a forward in football. Is Jurgen Klinsmann. Yeah. Marco van Basten was a terror, and it's just injury. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ruud Gullit. All them fellas was real good.
Ruud Gullit.
Edgar Davids, the Energizer Bunny, we used to call him. That man used to run up, down. People watching, you know gonna make this World Cup real exciting? You see that high press football that everybody adopting to now?
Mm-hmm.
Right? They're adopting this high press style of football. It's real attacking play. Right? Where you have the wing backs making the overlapping runs. Right? That is Paolo Maldini's the first man started to do that.
Right.
Paolo Maldini's the first left back or wing back that I could remember used to make the overlapping run.
Right.
And get up there as an attacking player. And then getting back. And then Roberto Carlos and all of them started to do that.
He didn't invite me yesterday, man.
I did. It's not for me to invite you. That was heavy. It's heavy. I had to invite heavy.
I'm going to call heavy.
We're about 2 minutes away from the 11 o'clock news. But we have Mr. Robert Ferreira or Faria. Right. We have Mr. Robert Faria, the managing director of Team DPS, and he's here with us this morning. And we're going to chat with him about the International Cycling Grand Prix that's coming up over the long weekend. We'll get to that after the 11 o'clock news, and we'll get back to some of the football discussion after that as we wrap things up this morning. But I tell you what, I think this World Cup is going to be good. But however, you remember, it had a lot of controversy about Qatar, eh?
Right.
Remember Jack Warner? When Qatar win the bid, that's when the whole Bacchanal break out with Jack and them.
Yeah, but
Right.
I want to say he was
Yeah.
Abdul, bring the duffel bag.
All kind of things. Right.
Bring the duffel bag, Abdul.
But that decision would have been how could put it
would have been the mover and shaker
justified.
Against yeah.
No, it would have been justified because Qatar is the best World Cup we ever see.
Right.
Plenty of people rate it as the best World Cup we ever see.
Right.
And nobody ever thought that would have happened because it was in Qatar.
Right.
This World Cup now, boy, I don't know, but this whole co-hosting thing with America and Canada and Mexico and I don't know. I don't know how it will work out. And then with all the little bacchanal with Iran, and what the Iranian players, that team had to go through, having to travel on the day of the game and then travel back and then travel again and travel back. I just think that is unfair to the team. And all the little bacchanal that going on with those little geopolitical matters.
The Mexico piece, you remember that should not have right in politics, you know.
Yeah, in sport.
Politics are not right being in that sport, in the arena kind of thing. It should say.
I could kind of understand America's position because they didn't want to take no chances from a safety standpoint, given the tension between America and Iran. But
and those guys with the.
But you know what I mean. But at the same time, it's unfair to the players. Them players and them come there. These footballers, them in order to study, you know, them there's football on, you know. You know what I mean? But we got Augusta Stanley, who you're backing in the World Cup. Nobody?
Yeah, I'm politically correct.
That's your team? All right, nobody. All right, no problem, man. All right, but if your team is nobody, well, I guess you can't win and you can't lose, right? All right, so I'll tell you what, Stanley Augustus is here. We got the 11 o'clock news, and after the 11 o'clock news, we will chat with Mr. Ferrier, and we will find out about this cycling event that's taking place next weekend. So hold on to your seats, people. Buckle up. We got 1 hour to go. All right.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Bramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Bruh, I have a bone to pick with you. You still supporting that side, girl?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final bar.
Catch all the action on the final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Bramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Bruh, you know, I have a bone to pick with you. Eh? You still supporting that side, girl?
Obviously, till the day I die.
But you really think they could win our title again?
You do know we are the defending champions. We have a player that's going to have a fairy tale ending. You do know that we come with a lot of experience and a whole bunch of youngsters.
Yeah, but sentiments don't win your World Cups.
You know what? I'm not having this with you right now. I'll see you on the final bar.
Catch all the action on the final VAR right here on TTT and TTT Live online from 8:30 p.m. starting Thursday, 11 June 2026.
The excitement of world football ignites with the final VAR. Victories, analysis, reviews, the goals, the calls, the experts are on the ball. The final VAR, live on Thursdays from 8:30 p.m. on TTT and TTT Live Online, starting June 11th.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Bramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT.
Inside, and good morning to all of you on YouTube as well, viewing us. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are, wherever you're viewing. So we are back here in the third hour, and we're going to thank, of course, Stanley Augustus, with your news at 11 o'clock. As we get back into the action here, I've been telling you that coming up after the news, you would have a conversation here on a cycling event, the Cycling Grand Prix, the International Cycling Grand Prix. Very important. I put that international in front of it. And we have the managing director of Team DPS, Mr. Robert Farrier, who is here to tell us about it. So I want to say good morning to you. Come in on the microphone, man. What's up?
Good morning. I'm fine, man.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's good to have you here. Good to have some sports in the conversation this morning. So first off, now you are the former president of the Trinidad and Tobago Cycling Federation?
Yes, I am.
All right. Well, somebody just called in.
I'm not taking any questions about.
No, I know that. We ain't on that this morning.
All right, okay.
Right, that is something that didn't take place under you.
Yeah.
So we are no questions to ask you on that. We're dealing with the event.
Thanks.
Right? Now, tell us a little bit about Team DPS, Team Drive Phase Sport. Drive Phase Sport.
Yeah, Drive Phase
okay.
Sport. So the name was, the name came about from the cycling term or athletic term, when the athlete is in the drive phase, and we just add the sport it. So you start off and you get into the drive phase. If you're running 100 meters, you go from start into the drive phase into the finish,
Okay.
It's the same thing as the concept in cycling. There's a drive phase also.
Oh, okay.
So we came.
When you get on, right.
So it came out of that, and that's how the name was.
How fast it come out of that is how dependent on the win in the race.
All right. I like Fireball, I ain't ride much bike in recent times. Fireball's take care of that bike as well. All right. So this event, the International Cycling Grand Prix, well, it is the Speed Paradise and Carnival of Speed International Cycling Grand. That's a long name,
right? So
yes.
So let me explain, right?
Yeah.
So the UCI, which is the governing body of sport, right? They have an international calendar, and the international calendar, you apply to get your events on that calendar. That calendar is set up so that riders around the world can get UCI points to get world ranking.
Okay.
So the whole trick to it is it's actually 2 events in one. So when the riders come here, they get 2 sets of points instead of having to go to a Grand Prix for 1 weekend and get 1 set of points. So we have 2 separate events. First event is Speed Paradise, and the name came about because we think that it's a good tourism catch to get riders around the world. We are paradise, regardless of what some of the negatives we have, going on around and stuff. I think we are paradise. There are a lot of things that tourists can see here. A lot of the riders come and they go Maracas Beach and all that kind of thing, right?
Right.
So that was the
one of the issues.
First event.
Well, one of the issues we had unfortunately recently is because of the UCI and the homologated trucks that they ride under.
Yeah.
Is these trucks homologated by chance?
So I didn't really want to go too much into that. But
into the science, what?
Yeah, but it's a good question. So the
they mentioned
the
UCI.
velodrome, the National Cycling Velodrome in Cuba, is the only homologated track in this part of the world.
Right.
So if you go to the UCI site, you will see it on the list.
In this part of the world.
In part of the world, yeah.
In Western
Hemisphere. The only one.
It's
the only one that is certified by UCI.
Correct. And I can say very proudly that I'm the person responsible for getting it certified. I was the president then.
Right. That's what we're talking about,
you would have been the president then,
so
yes.
I don't want to go back into that role because but that's why I think that we have a world-class facility, so we need to have world-class events.
Right. Okay.
And 4 years ago, just after COVID, we started to have this event, Speed Paradise Carnival of Speed. It was just a discussion among the coaches. We go to championships and we're talking about this part of the world not having enough Grand Prix for the riders of that part of the world, to take part, to get points and that kind of thing.
Do you think? All right, like World Cup is in the air now, football, and we were just talking about sports and youth and identifying talent and things like that, right? Do you think the facility is underutilized?
Very much so.
And what do we have to do to
get it up to speed?
Yeah, to get more events going.
That's a simple answer to that. I could be the consultant too, so you could I'm retired, but I am hired. I fully retired, so but I'm hired, right? I spend a lot of time in that facility because I coach, right?
Right.
And I just came from there and we had 8 riders. It's missing programs. It's missing full-time programs. If we want to model programs like the British and the Dutch and those things, we have a facility that should be utilized on a daily basis for 8 hours a day, where we have coaches and we have different sites, different programs running from the youth right up to the elite program.
Okay.
Right? So every 2 hours we should have another shift, another program running, doing the development and that kind of thing.
Alright.
As I tell people, if it is when they're ready for utilization plan, I have the blueprint in my computer. Just call me and I could sit down and chat with anybody about how we can utilize that. Why the infield, right? We should be running an aerobics class there.
Okay.
A spin class.
Right.
Revenue earning,
Yeah, that makes sense. At the cycling center, that makes sense. At the infield,
You understand?
That makes sense, yeah.
That should be a given. That
Right.
And I could go on and on, but I don't want to say all the secrets.
Yeah.
If they call me and I can take the consultation.
No problem, man. In terms of the talent pool that we have in Trinidad and Tobago, the amount of young people that could reach the highest of the highest in cycling, like a Nicholas Paul. What is that talent pool?
Very much so. And I'm proud to say that last year I coached the junior team to gold medal in Junior Pan American Championship in team sprint.
Okay.
I had them for 2 months in the velodrome in Couva, and we put them through the paces, and nobody knew who those kids were. Right?
Okay.
Nobody. We went and we beat Colombia in the final. When we went there, the Colombian coach was like, "What these guys?"
Right.
Right? Nobody knew who these kids were. And we put it together. And if you put the programs together and bring the young people together, we can make this country very proud in cycling. We have a lot of young fellas. Lots. We have a group of sprinters now that from the age of, I would say, there's a guy that he's not even 16 yet. And he's down in the low 10s. Right?
Really?
Over 200 meters. Yeah.
Okay.
And we have a crop. The crop that went to Junior Pan Am, Junior Worlds last year, they are all low down. We have about 6 or 8 of them that put in the right programs, in the right pool, running that on a daily basis, putting them through, right?
Yeah.
The putting them through it on a daily basis. We will get a lot of results.
Okay, the talent is there. Is it a case of underfunding or not enough facilities available for development?
Well, I would not say.
When I say
neither. I wouldn't say funding.
When I say funding, I ain't talking government alone. We're talking corporate as well.
No, we could talk that too, right?
Yeah.
Because I can tell you about this event and funding, right?
Right.
That's a whole different story, right?
Okay.
And how challenging it is to put on an event that even
I would imagine so, yeah.
hundreds of letters you send to people. And let's talk a little bit about the development before we go to funding.
Right, because we have a problem with corporate where they have the X, you have mentioned it before. When corporate and these corporate entities that hesitate to support, and then they could get it back, and when they file for the taxes,
150%.
that's right. So what is the problem? Right.
I am baffled by this. If I give you $100, if you give me
Get back
$100, I tell you I'll
$150.
give you back 150.
Yeah,
Come on,
that's right. Maths.
That's
So
not even
excellent
maths.
maths, yeah.
So I am really stumped as to what is the problem with the why the lack of support. I just want to understand it.
And I think there's, before we go there, right? A
Yeah.
little bit about the utilization and development. What we're missing is that the NGOs and the NGBs need to understand, there are several models in the world in sport that you can mirror or you could tweet that will work for you. Right now in Trinidad, we don't have that. Cycling, we have a trial that we select a team. And I am on the general council through my team, and I am adamant that we need to put pools together. We need to put aside the club system and move in. So when at 14 and 15, we need to move them into a national pool system and have the pool running. Get the local coaches, send your coaches to train, bring them here. We have the facility, world class, fantastic. And I could say, home of football, we have place where we could put the athletes to do full time, Monday to Friday, send them home on a Saturday, right? And we can do that.
So we have the top of the line
and I want to say this here.
So
today.
why we have swimming and cycling and we're not using those issues? I
can't talk about
we
swimming,
have,
right? But I talk about cycling.
Swimming is in the same facility as
facility.
the cycling.
And
So we have those places that should be with abundance of
It
youths
should be
in
a
different
buzz. It should
programs.
be this
you
should
know what I
be-
mean? Should have regular things
People
there.
don't like to hear this, right?
Uh-huh.
And I like to say this all the time. Nicholas Paul was made in Cuba. And I'll tell you why. When I was the president, we sent Nicholas Paul to Switzerland in his school there, where he is now.
Yes.
And you know, the executive sit and say, you know what? We need to be running our own program here. We hired a coach by the name of Aaron Hartwell. And we brought him here. And we brought back all the athletes in the pool. And that is when Nicholas Paul moved from riding 10-3, 10-4 into 9-9 in 6 or 8
Okay.
months. That's
All
where
right.
it was made. Right? Because they went there Monday to Friday, twice a day. They would spend all day and they drill like they go to work. Right?
So that's what it's
funding
about.
part
That's what
of
sport
that-
is about.
Exactly. The funding part, I mean, I'm real passionate about it. But this side of it.
But you're, but
I
you're,
mean,
you're in the right to be.
you're right. It's because I see it and I see the talent around me, and I'm like, wow, you know, this is just going to waste because they fall by the wayside. The funding part of it is, well, what is riders need? A meal in a day, proper meal, right? So you give them 3 meals,
Right.
right? You give them equipment that stays in the velodrome that they use and remains there. It's maintained. Good coaching, a good management team, and a good gym. There's a first class gym that was opened recently in Cycling Velodrome.
Yeah.
It's very much underutilized.
Yeah.
Right? You have the sports science. You get the University of the West Indies, all these smart people to come and assist with all the sports science and the data collections and all that kind of thing, right? But you could build an app that you could test all your wattages and all that kind of thing and see all your data and put it together for the improvement of the riders and so forth. And that's what we need there, right? And as I say, Mr. Watts could call me. I have real ideas. I could tell him.
That gym that you're talking about, that's the one that he recently opened?
Correct.
Philip Potts, yeah.
If it have two
high
people,
performance gym.
if it have two people,
Where that is?
in Cuba, in the velodrome,
And it have more.
Okay,
He's
okay.
doing some others as well.
Yeah.
The idea is to have one south, central, north, east, west.
Yeah. So I
And
think
the
they
athletes
do-
have it at use for free.
they're doing their part, you know.
Yeah.
But the NGBs need to do their
The
part.
the NGBs kind of dropping the ball.
Yeah, of
but,
course.
But what is happening is that outside of the gym, Minister Watts is also putting together nutritionists, physiotherapists, psychologists,
Dietitians.
all of whom the athletes will have access to at no cost.
Correct.
For the athlete,
Correct.
yeah.
Correct.
The athletes will
All
have
that
this
is in place.
for free.
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
All that is in
That's
place.
helping their development.
Yeah, they're doing their part.
They're not a study to go and pay for a physiotherapist and no.
Correct.
The
Correct.
state provides that.
They have a sport unit.
There's
But
all that
that's
going on. The man
that's-
well working, the man doing the work.
But the NGBs
you know,
are dropping the ball.
I want to ask you a question. Why is he
Ask
former
me anything.
president?
I did my part.
Yeah, that's it?
I served for quite a number of years.
All right.
Yeah, I had a first stint in.
I just asking because I don't know if it have a time frame that you could serve
Well,
for.
I
And
can
then,
tell you,
yeah.
you have 2 terms you could serve.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
How
Because
much
you
is that
seem
term?
to.
How much is that term?
4 years.
4 years.
So I was way back in 2008, 2009, somewhere down there.
Okay.
And then I did 2 terms from 2012, I think, to 19.
Because I mean, I'm talking to you here, and you seem to have.
I'm still around.
You seem to have the the ideas, that progressive way of thinking,
That conversation is you had to call me back so we could talk that.
You know Liha?
I know, who?
You know Sterling Liha?
Still Liha.
You don't
When
know
he
him?
was a young fella.
When he was a young
And
fella.
when he was small.
Before he was big.
He was this big. Now he's this big. Right? When he was
I'm a boy.
Yeah. I know,
You know what I mean?
And I know Christopher Gale. I know Dennis Day.
Chris,
All the
Chris
information
Gale, yeah.
on your talk show, that's Energy Morning.
Yeah.
I come
All right,
from
cool,
one
man.
source.
Well, we
Nice
get
one.
information from
From
T
one
and
source.
Christopher.
Yeah.
No, he's getting information from one source.
Who done?
But look at right here.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, look at that, you see? All right, so coming back to the event here. Now, the event is taking place at the National Cycling Velodrome from the 19th to the 21st. That's over the long weekend.
Correct.
All right, so tell us how these different days are broken up.
So on the first day, we have, first to begin, we have sprint and endurance riders, right? Here from we have riders from as far as Australia, India, Republic of, as a matter of fact, the junior world champion from 2025 sprint man.
Yeah.
Right. He's gonna be here. Right. He's from Republic of Korea.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have a full Canadian team. We have a rider from Belgium. We have about, I think it's about 20 countries. Riders from about 20 countries. Yeah.
Okay.
It's no, and the whole purpose of the event at this time of the year is because this is when riders around the world comes to look for they're looking to qualify for the World Championship. So they're looking for points, UCI points. That is like goal.
Right.
And you have to do top 30 ranking in the UCI World Ranking to qualify for the World Championship. The World Championship is the first Olympic qualifier. So you have to do your Grand Prix, get to the World Championship to qualify and start your Olympic qualification. That's how important it is.
Right.
So you see riders will be looking at their points. So a lot of our riders that come from around the world, they rank in the top 30. Just around there. So they want to make sure that and the Olympic ranking points is a 12-month rolling over. So it rolls. So your points from last year drops off as the month rolls.
Right.
So you have to keep gaining your points.
All right.
It's very strategic having an event at this time of the year.
So obviously this is going to be. I mean, I could understand all the benefits to riders, not just in Trinidad, riders on the whole.
Right.
That's we don't really talk about that. Look at that, Trinidad and Tobago, little dot on the map there in the little Western Hemisphere with this facility and this top of the line international facility, world class
swimming and cycling.
And I remember when they built it. I remember the Prime Minister at the time. Well, the current Prime Minister, the same Prime Minister, right?
Yeah.
I remember she was talking about sport tourism.
Well, they was going to build a hotel not too far from there to
from
hold
there
people for international
and
people.
things like that. Is right next door,
Right, the home of football is
so a lot of the
right.
athletes that come to our event stay next door.
Stay next door.
So they don't have to get transportation. They come from the airport, they come to the home of football, and they walk across.
So let me ask you something. In your professional opinion, that facility that we have is a facility. When we talk about opening it up to different events and even the spin classes and the whole development program and all these things. You talking about we could be attracting people from South America, we could be attracting people from all of the islands, even parts of North America to come here.
Of course, the World Cycling Center, Satellite Center, that is called in Vancouver.
Yeah,
that was the brainchild of myself, and I could say so openly. Right. Anybody wanted to talk? A lot of people claiming the fame about it, and I could talk openly.
Right.
That was my idea. I went to the UCI Center and saw the model and say, you know what, we could do this here. And we could also do it to make a profit.
Okay.
Because guess what? Most of the centers around the world, and I'm sharing all the information because his knowledge is fun through the IOC, the Olympic International Olympic Committee, through the solidarity funding. After every Olympics, there's a whole chunk of money. The last Olympics was $660 million that was put towards solidarity funding, right? Tell Mr. Watts called me. I could give him the whole rundown, right?
I hear you.
Right? I am giving all the listen. I could talk this whole day. I was in it. I was a member of the emerging countries committee in the UCI, right? I was there. I was on that committee. So there's a lot of funding that run these satellite centers, and the satellite centers, if we open it up to countries in this part of the world, and we have the local coaches, it's going to benefit the local coaches. It's going to benefit administrators. Yeah, we do little courses. We do little coaching course here, a little camp, 2-week camp, but that's not enough.
Right.
That's not enough. We need to have a full-time program. Nicholas Paul is in Switzerland.
Okay.
He is in a full-time, everyday program.
Yeah, and that's the difference, huh?
And he beat people all over the world for the years.
That facility, Stephan, world class. I have been to velodromes all over the world, and this could match with anyone in the world.
Well, it's UCI homologated, so and it is one of the only in the hemisphere. Around Chile, around Mexico, around Argentina, around many countries. This is the only track that is certified for proper cycling. And well, we won't get into that part with the accident.
We ain't talking about that.
Yeah, we ain't talking about that.
Just a few questions before we run out of time.
Sure.
Of course, this falls Father's Day weekend. Of course, is coming up.
We're giving a Give away stuff for fathers on Sunday.
Uh-huh.
Free bicycle, biking.
Don't make joke.
Stationary bike, courtesy Mark's Fitness.
Right. What?
Yeah, we're giving away, so bring fathers, come out. You can start. We starting your fitness program.
Mark's Fitness going on, boy.
Nice one.
Yeah.
See them on TikTok regular.
All right, so you're gonna have tons of giveaways for the fathers, but it is a family event as well.
Family, of course.
Right, so because it's taking place at weekend, so it's a nice event to come out to, with the family, bring the children out, and well, now we just spoke about it, cycling and sport tourism, right? Now, in terms of purchasing tickets and so on and so forth, and getting more information, where do people get their tickets? How do we get more information on this? Is there your social media pages that they could go through, website, things like that?
Yeah, so you can get tickets at Biking Marabella and Shogunas, and there's, on the social media is Dry Face Sport, Team DPS, and you can also call 678-3360 as you get me directly, and any information you want about the event or cycling, you can talk to me.
All right,
All right, well, we come into that.
just give the number again.
678-3360.
All right, 3360 678-3360. All right, people. I think this is a terrific event. I enjoyed the conversation in time we had. You gotta make an appearance on the morning show too, you know. If you're ready and able, all right, no problem. I like that because next week is the event, so you're starting on 19 as a Friday. So yeah, we'll do it on Tuesday morning. Yeah, Tuesday morning. All right, so yeah, man. No, we could. I like promoting things like this. There's a terrific initiative. I think there's a lot of information that you gave here that not any public space or is not, the public not knowledgeable. So somebody might be sitting down. They might have a child that's interested in cycling. Yeah. They may not know where to go, who to go to in terms of that, you know what I mean?
And interact.
And that could be the next Nicholas Paul, better than Nicholas Paul.
Easy.
I don't think they understand the opportunities that have because that exists within the realm and the sport of cycling. Like you said, Nicholas Paul is in Switzerland.
Yeah.
Switzerland's a nice place to be.
Correct. You travel the world, eh? If it's one thing with sport, right?
Right.
You learn a lot about you travel the world, and
that's right.
So it's not just about the sport, you learn different cultures and so forth,
That's the next thing, there's the different cultures, everything competing at the highest level, what it takes to compete, the mentality that you have to have,
loyalty and so on.
It's a lot, when you really break down sports and
it's like a singer, it's like you dedicate your life to that.
Is this event we try to mirror what a top class event is like when the athletes go abroad. So we try to do everything from accreditations and all that kind of thing, so that when you come to the event, athletes, not only our athletes get the opportunity to rub shoulders with some of the best in the world, and also to understand what a real event is how it is set up and running. We have live timing that is online from a website. In today's track cycling, everything is digital. You look at your live timing, you get your program, you get the results, your start list, everything right there.
Right.
Real time.
I just have a weird question. How come Nicholas Paul don't have big legs like some of those big
you do have big legs.
Well, I said not big, like how them legs be big,
I don't think you lose the concept. The cycling has changed in recent times.
Oh, it has changed.
It's about the body to weight ratio, no one thing. So it's not about that big muscular thing anymore as a sprinter. So if you look at Justin Phillip,
because I remember some of the big players had some big legs back in the day.
There's a big calculation now. Calculation is about the wattage that you put to the
that's more
against your kilogram kind of thing. Your weight.
Okay. Something like go-karting, because go-karting is supposed to be 300 kilograms with you in the cart. So they weigh you after every thing. So along those lines kind of thing. So maybe it's the same kind of concept.
The technical aspect is the same. Is how much watts you put onto the pedal against your weight.
Okay.
So that's how you go faster. Right, so
okay.
All right.
Well, I was always wondering why those guys before used to have big legs from Switzerland and Denmark and all those different countries.
Right.
And Nicholas Paul is not as big, he's not a big fella.
If you see him, he actually has
good size.
Yes,
good size. Okay.
There are a lot smaller sprinters than him.
One other question here before we in every sport in Trinidad and Tobago, I think one of the big problems is coaching. Do we have the proper coaches here do we have top of the line international standard coaching here?
Well, I would say that we not track cycling is a niche sport, right? And there are very few top class coaches around the world.
Right.
Right. So, but we can develop our coaches here. So you will find that if you take a rider and send them to GB, Great Britain, they're not gonna get the best at coaching because their program is about their athletes.
Okay.
Right? So we have to work into moving and developing our coaches just as much as we develop our riders and move to that level. It's a lot about the sports science too and the testing and that kind of thing.
Right.
We have a lot of coaches with the knowledge. Just saying Philip coach Makaira Wallace, the 2 silver medals at Junior Worlds.
Right.
I mean, I had a rider that got a bronze medal at Pan Am Games, female rider, 2023. So we have coaches here with the knowledge. There are a few other coaches. There's a guy in Arima Wheelers, Fitzroy Daniel. He does a lot of with bringing the youths up to that standard too.
Okay.
So we have a lot of local coaches, but I think we need to get the programs running.
Okay.
And get the programs and then.
Yeah, talk to what's man. What's how to handle that?
Yeah.
All right, and you'll put in your resume. All right, so I'll tell you what. We want to thank Mr. Robert Ferrier for joining us this morning, and of course, people don't forget the event is on from June 19th to the 21st at the National Cycling Velodrome in Couva, and it's a classification UCI Class 1 International Track Cycling event. And for those of you, how cyclists enter the event?
No, the cyclists have a pre-registration.
They have a pre-registration.
And I need to say this.
Yeah.
That all the cyclists except Nicholas Paul, but he's in Switzerland, all the other all foreign-based, all our top cyclists are back home for the event. All the cyclists that were selected for Commonwealth Games and CAC Games that are taking place next month would be partaking in the event.
All
So
right,
we have
all right.
So we want people to come out
So
and
the
say,
creme de la creme.
all the top TNT riders come out and support your local riders against TNT, Team TTO against our international.
Nice man.
All right,
So
okay.
people get your tickets one more time. Tickets.
Bike in Marabella and Chagonas, you could call 678-3360. Anybody in the East, West Corridor.
All right, nice
okay.
man. All right, well, thanks a lot. And we got to take a break. When we come back from the break, we will get into some discussion and maybe take some calls before we go. And don't forget, people, June 19th to the 21st. That's next week, Thursday to the
Friday. Friday, Saturday.
Sorry,
Sunday.
next week Friday. My birthday is Thursday. I'm about thinking it's Thursday. No, next week Friday to the Sunday. Right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All right, 3 days of cycling action at the National Cycling Velodrome in Couva. Do not miss this. Get your tickets and get down there. Take the family out and take that out for a day, man. You might win something.
Correct.
You know what I mean? You might win a bike. These bikes ain't cheap, you know.
Yeah.
These bikes ain't cheap, you know. I didn't even know that bike for 17,000 and all kind of things.
US.
17,000.
That's small money.
Oh,
US.
US you're talking about now.
US.
Oh,
Us money, us money.
US,
But we don't call TT when we buy them thing.
My mountain bike is 17,000 TT. My mountain bike.
What you doing with a mountain bike at 17,000?
I'd go down any trailer.
You just ride bike still?
Well, I ain't riding a while.
I can't see you with a helmet and thing on, you know. We'll be back after this, people. Off the record continues. Stay tuned.
TTT News every night at 7.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad.
Carnival is calling. Relive the Awakening, the official launch of Tobago Carnival 2026, Saturday, June 20th at 8:35 p.m. Watch on TTT or stream live via at TTT Live Online. Experience the excitement, the energy, and the culture. And this is Tobago Carnival only on TTT, the official national media partner for Tobago Carnival 2026. Aye.
Tobago Carnival will be nicer.
Yeah.
Niceness, boy.
Gosh, boy.
I done booked my house, everything already.
Boomsy outside.
I done booked my car. So I had to book, what now, boy? Nothing.
I see here just a couple things in the paper before I get to the main thing with the AG and might squeeze some calls. Wassa hit again. Tabakit booster station vandalized, cutting water supply to thousands.
Yeah.
What is when they hold these vandals, what is supposed to do with them?
Well, I don't know. Well, I know that one got shocked I life. The other one that went in the TNTX power station.
So one
yesterday.
man gone in the TN, one man gone for electricity and the next one gone for water.
Yeah.
One
gone for copper and one gone for.
What's going on with them?
And he almost got copper.
What is going on with them? On a positive note, of course, tomorrow we'll give him a round of applause. Maruga-born DJ Anaki Allington Barrington is preparing to take Trinidad and Tobago's music and culture to one of the world's biggest sporting spectacles this month after being selected to perform at official events connected to the 2026 FIFA World Cup.
We name Allington Barrington?
Yeah, Allington Barrington.
You serious?
Yes, plenty.
What do you call that name? A Scrabble name? Or?
He heavy boy. Plenty tons. It's 2 tons there.
Now that's Scrabble name. Or? So I'm trying to figure out that name.
It's 2 tons.
Allington Barrington. Oh, I'm really named the trend some kind of weird kind of.
Oh God, boy. Could it be bad? Ansel.
My name
Ansel Barrington, Gary Barrington. Yeah. Adrian Barrington.
Yeah, you going to Allington
Barrington. You going to Allington Barrington. 2 ton. All right. On page 3. Now we was going to play the clip for you this morning, but given the time and the vibes of the morning, we just go with the vibes of the morning.
Yep.
And the vibes of the morning was good generally.
And the time kind of run down too. So
and and then if we play it, we might be here till 10 o'clock tonight.
Yeah,
because the speed that the AG does speak at. So I'll give you my version of it, right? So the Attorney General, for those of you who missed it, during the debate on the SOE last night, Attorney General John Jeremy disclosed yesterday that the United States government has revoked the visas of certain members of the 1% in Trinidad and Tobago.
All right.
Now, I heard about this. It was rumored to me about 2 months ago.
All
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't take it on because I ain't not no official yet.
Right.
But when the birds whistle, they do whistle accurately. Right. That's all I'll say about that. And he went on to say, quote, "We all know that our American friends have sophisticated means of intelligence gathering. they appear now to have determined that certain individuals should not, as a result of their activities, be traveling to the United States, and they have taken action to ensure that does not happen. He said this while piloting a motion in Parliament seeking a 3-month extension of the state of emergency.
It's
Now,
not
Jeremy
1 month,
said,
it's not 30 days?
no, up it's 3 months.
They said 30 days. It wasn't 30 days, right?
I don't think so. I'm seeing 3 months here in the news. I seen 3 months.
I swear it was
Now,
30 days, but anyhow, okay.
Jeremy said the government was dealing with gangs that were not limited to those identified by numbers such as 6, 7, 8, or 8, nor were they confined to any particular class or geographic location.
All right.
Hold on to your seatbelts, people.
Uptown.
He cited the Anti-Gang Act and noted that a gang was defined as a combination of 2 or more people, whether formally or informally organized, who engaged in gang-related activity. And he said, quote, there are also gangs who describe themselves in terms of percentages. For example, 1%. Without naming individuals, Jeremy called or recalled that in 2017, a prominent member
Anthony Borden
of the 1% described the group as a small but the most powerful in an interview with chef and CNN correspondent Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah, man.
He noted that an apology was later issued, and the individual said he was sorry for his careless words and had misrepresented himself and his values. He went on to say, and I'm quoting here, the truth is, Mr. Speaker, he was right in saying that this group was and is today principally because of the People's National Movement, one of the most powerful, well-resourced groups in our society. The Attorney General outlined what he described as the group's influence, saying, quote, they control and own large segments of our economy. They thrived for a decade under the PNM. They have absolutely no problem accessing any amount of US dollars at any point in time to fund their businesses, their leisure travel, their lifestyles, while the rest of us struggle and line up in banks to get $200 to make foreign trips, and only if we show evidence of a ticket to travel. He said members of the group counted their foreign exchange allotments in hundreds of thousands of dollars charged to their credit cards each month on a revolving basis.
All right.
And he said, quote,
Mass
I'm
fall
going
off.
to read it as he said it.
Mass fall off.
They funded the PNM. They were revered by the PNM. They have taken over the PNM. Those opposites are there ready, happy, and willing pawns.
All right.
He called them pawns.
All right.
Jeremy said his curiosity was first piqued by a question from a Guardian Media Limited journalist noting that the newspaper was owned by the group.
All right.
He said the journalist asked whether several U.S. visas belonging to people associated with the group had been revoked. And according to Jeremy, he initially ignored the question.
All right.
He said, but I was subsequently visited in my office by a number of persons who said that their U.S. visas had been revoked. We all know that our American friends have sophisticated means of intelligence gathering.
Right.
So,
look, you still have that bravado talk and thing. I'm not moved by that in any way, kind of thing. I want to see results. So I want to see where this going.
Why would the US revoke their visas?
Yeah, but it's going on too long. Too much talk.
Well, what he said. Hold on.
Let me get to the point now, man.
Hold on.
I listen.
Wait, hold on. The headline in another papers. Sorry. Oh, no, it's here.
All right.
This is what he said.
All right.
The Attorney General said he would, for the moment, refrain from discussing state leases and what he described as extraordinary steps taken up to the night of the general election to secure valuable state lands. So apparently, There were some moves being made
To acquire some state
to
lands.
acquire some state lands
All
for
right.
small monies.
Well,
apparently.
Is that how it going?
He said, quote, "This matter is now before the Commissioner of Police.
All right.
Mr. Speaker, it is also a well-known fact that those opposite not simply turned a blind eye to white-collar gang-related activity, they turned a blind eye to blue-collar crime and the expanding grip of the
so-
blue-collar gangs in our society."
So long as it's not just the black boy and the Indian man alone.
That's
Forget
right.
That.
Jeremy argued that the
Uptown.
legal definition of a gang applies equally to the 1%.
All right. Uptown.
And he said they will be tackling that crime, that white-collar crime,
Mm-hmm.
just like the blue-collar crime.
All right.
So in other words, he is saying
So you're gonna see people walk the plank?
handcuffs may be coming soon.
You going and see people walk the plank? That's what going on there?
Handcuffs coming soon
All
to
right,
a 1%
all right.
near you, you know.
All right.
I'm just saying, this is what the man is saying.
All right.
No.
We're looking forward to that.
Now he has teased this.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, he teased this in our
He
earlier
teased this
a couple
before,
times.
yeah.
eh?
He go war with you and he go war with you and you war with you and all kind of
Right.
big talk.
We
And,
talk, we hear all that talk.
right. So we come back again
No.
to hear that talk. Yeah.
He come back now
Mm.
and he has blown the lid open on the revoking of these U.S. visas
I wish it was like
to members of the 1%.
I wish it was like that movie and them where they come and they say that happening under law and then next day you seen men in handcuffs just walking out
Walking
of the building
out.
and thing. Right, that's how I want to see it.
Now, I am saying, and well, we only have 10 minutes. I'm saying X.
Mm.
Let's just say he's dead serious, 100, full blown into this thing.
Let's just
Right?
say, yeah.
Let's just say he's going after them.
Mm-hmm.
What you think the pushback is going to be like?
Hmm.
Because they are very powerful. So we have to take all these things into consideration. He might be Attorney General.
And they can people to do things.
Because it has happened in the past, hasn't it?
Right.
So I am saying, I'm not saying that they did it. I'm just saying there are instances where we had Selwyn Richardson,
Right.
we had Dana Sitahal,
Mm-hmm.
we had a state prosecutor at the end of 2024. I'm saying that if this is a serious pushback, and I want to believe that this is why, when people saying no big boy don't get locked up in Trinidad,
Mm.
maybe it's because of threats. Because they have the reach, and they have the money, and they have the power
Right.
to out you, to send a boy for you.
Well, yeah.
Right? And we ain't talking about no local clowns down here. We talking about shipping in, bringing in
real players.
real players.
Yeah.
They have the resources to do that.
Right.
So I'm just simply saying this is a very, very thin line, a very dangerous rope. However, long overdue. If the hat fits. So I'm saying if we was to see a 1% in handcuffs, what you think the reaction would be amongst the population?
It wouldn't be a nice one. It would be a rippling effect.
Yeah,
I
but
can-
would it be
I
a
can assure
finally
you.
or would it be a wow moment, just a wow moment?
A wow moment because we have never let anybody walk the plank. Pandemic jail, for a very short time.
Yeah.
We call him we name the sheriff. The sheriff make a
Yep,
jail.
yep, sheriff, yeah.
For a very short
Don
time.
Raj in the cell.
But actually, across the board, we have never tackled anybody of ilk in this nation. Never.
Anybody within that group.
Yeah, and anybody
They
within
have been
that
the
group.
untouchables.
Yeah, it has been. So
They have
it
been.
would be a wow moment, at least for me.
This would be totally different than a politician.
Yeah,
On either side.
definitely.
This would be a different element
because they
here.
would be linked to politicians. Politicians would have aided them in getting to where they are.
Right.
Because that's what they claim. They claim that the 1%. Remember there was a talk around genius businessmen.
Yeah.
And how they sacrifice the business and they
Yeah,
do whatever.
yeah,
and then there was another set of people talking about how did they get where they got to. Right? They were facilitated by special arrangements
Yeah, that's right.
via and I have one home where there was a building in case in point. There was a building in Aranguez, that was being refurbished, that they were seeking $10 million for. And I have a whole dossier on this,
Right.
They were seeking $10 million for a SWAT building. They were going to rent it out to SWAT.
Right.
And they got a letter from the government endorsing them to get the loan without any collateral. $10 million, right? Without any collateral. They were facilitated by the bank by a letter stating that they would rent the building for 141,000, I think it is a month. Right? So they were given the money by the bank and they paid it off in about 5 years. Right? But they got special concessions
Yes.
that normal people don't get. That is the issue
And
with
they have
most
been,
of them.
and it continues. It continues from that time to now.
Right.
They have been. Remember the slogan was encourage the rich to get richer so the poor can get jobs,
Well, that's how we start off the conversation.
Right?
That's how we start off the conversation. You get the crumbs off the table.
Right. But I'm just saying the way that they have built their empire, right? And listen, plain talk bad manners. I've always said it. And this is one of the reasons why I could never support them. But that is PNM legacy.
Well, yeah, they
Is it PNM
have been
legacy?
giving them special concessions
They have
to
made
dispel the rumor that they are such bright businessmen.
That's right.
That they have this and they have that, but they didn't get there just like that. They got there by container issues, by certain officers, and it would take a lot of people in the logistics for them things to happen.
Exactly.
For them to get special concessions on container goods and taxes and all sorts of different
So now let me
things.
ask you something. They have been able to build their empire with all of these concessions and so on and so forth, right?
Mm-hmm.
And their empire is a very wide one that employs.
They own almost everything in the country.
Right.
Because
so,
only about 4 conglomerates own everything
right.
in the country.
So they would be the largest employer. Or one of the largest employers.
After the state, they are.
After the state, yes.
Yes, they are.
So, if all comes tumbling down, what?
It's a rippling effect.
Yes, what happens?
I don't know where Kamala's end game is where that is concerned, because
Right.
we have the underground economy that we always have to keep in the back of our minds that is propping up our real economy, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
we don't talk that openly. We talk that in our quiet moments, wherever the case may be, but it is a real situation.
Yeah.
Now, if you're trying to cripple them, fine, but what does that mean for the other side of the
For
equation?
the other side of the equation, exactly.
You know?
Now that doesn't mean that you have to sacrifice the other side of the equation for the sake of keeping people employed and keeping them in power.
Well, no.
If they are caught in bubble, then by all means drop the hammer.
Right.
Right? But don't come to the parliament now and make these kind of and give you all that
Yeah,
gun
all
talk.
them kind of gun talk and nothing going on.
And then you're firing blanks,
Yeah.
Because you understand? Because I think the population now is growing, they're anticipating that listen, we have to see something.
Yeah,
Action had to take place, right?
Yep.
And these are some
It
big
doesn't happen.
big players.
It has never happened in Trinidad and Tobago. And don't give me that gun talk if you don't mean it. If you don't mean it and you're not doing anything about it, or the TTPS not doing anything about it, leave it alone. Leave it alone, because it doesn't make sense trying to wake up a hornet's nest for no reason.
For no reason.
You know, and
Or just going to war.
all you will achieve is capital flight. That's what they will achieve. People will take their money and go outside where they don't have all this other drama to deal with.
And
so I don't know if that's the plan. And then when they extract all this money again, what happens to the other side of the coin?
Right.
Because you have businesses that propping up by different people and all. It's not an easy fix just like that, because they have the money, the wherewithal, and the means.
But we will find out, I guess, sooner or later, how serious this administration is about that. And then, if they are serious about it, and there are others implicated as aiding and abetting, well, they might end up like Faris, nothing might happen to them. But nevertheless, if real action is to take place, it's going to be very interesting to see where that puts the public perception
I am
and where the public will
I am not
react.
enthusiastic about that, and in terms of anything serious coming out of it, because the TTPS has several investigations in front of him. When he go to work in the morning, it's file after file after file of things that have happened over the years.
Yeah.
That nothing has taken place with it. So what makes you think that anything new coming on top of the pile going to make any difference? I am not.
He has made it. Well, he has made it clear that he has filed a report to the TTPS.
Well, yeah, but
right?
that
but
doesn't say anything.
I know, but whatever. He's just making it clear that look, this is going to be the TTPS had this in their hand right now. So I guess he's
there are all the files too with all the other pieces coming
Right.
along the line
But
too.
I guess he
with
has
URP and CPEP and this
Right.
one and that one.
But he has shifted the responsibility to TTPS once again because it is in their hands now. So it's
fair, but
they had to move fast.
I am not enthusiastic.
It's as fast
about
as they
anything
move,
with
and then given the public perception of the TTPS and the power of the people that we're talking about, we don't know how far the hand. Well, we know how far the hand could reach, especially when we're talking about TTPS. But it's going to be interesting. This is an interesting game that's playing out, and we'll see what happens. I just want to inform people. I have been informed that Inland Revenue will be closed to the public today and tomorrow. They're doing some repairs. That is the information I'm getting. And that's the Port of Spain branch, the Port of Spain branch. Okay? And on the jet ski issue, the issue with the jet ski is different to a murder probe. Okay?
Yeah.
In that there is a dispute as to where the boundary was when the jet ski crashed into the family. And that is why the investigation is still going on. There is a dispute there, and that's why nobody's been charged yet.
Yeah, but
It's different from a murder. It's an accident. It's not a murder. The situation with the 12-year-old girl was a murder, not an accident. And that's the difference. That's the difference. Yeah. But we got the news at noon. Go ahead, X.
Look, I gone.
All right, the dullest of minds. Here comes the news. We are out for today. Until tomorrow, people have a great Thursday. We'll wrap up the week tomorrow.
Parliament has approved a 3-month extension of the state of emergency following an intense debate in the House of Representatives on Wednesday, with the motion officially passed in the early hours of Thursday morning. The measure received strong support from the government, with the Prime Minister stating that her decision was reinforced by research.
Member for Rima just a few moments ago, asking what people are saying and people are against it. And which people? Where did you find them? Did you do a poll? You asked me when I